Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I don't understand. I don't do the whole I don't do the social media shit. So yeah. You gotta check me a bitch ass nigga. Gotta check me a bitch ass nigga. Gotta check me a bitch ass nigga. You gotta check me a bitch ass nigga. And it kinda killed me. It kinda killed me too. Kinda kills me. It kills me really. Damn, that shit was gross. It killed me really because I don't fuck with nobody. I don't mess with nobody. I don't fuck with nobody. I just respond when people come fuck with me. Yeah, I don't fuck with nobody. I just respond when niggas come fuck with me. I don't fuck with nobody. I just when niggas come fuck with me. Hey, what's funny is that like the nigga he niggas really want you to entertain them on a certain level, so you can't entertain them on a certain on it. Like you got to keep them. If a nigga wants you to entertain them, you got to keep them right here. If you gonna entertain them, you got to keep them right here. You can't you can't allow them to what up, Vern? You can't allow them to you can't allow them to because that's what people be trying to do. People be trying to just take you out your zone. They be trying to take you out your zone. So I had to check a nigga. Now I get a I get a DM. I got a DM. I got a DM from some nigga that I don't know. I got a DM from a nigga that I don't know, and yeah, nah, that's it. It's already rolled, and I wrapped the paper around that joint. Yeah, I got a DM from a nigga that I don't know, a nigga that I don't know, and the nigga asked me. The first thing he asked me was he sent a picture. He sent a picture of a female's page. He sent the picture of a female page who follows me, right? Nigga hopped in my DM. He sent a picture of a female's page who follows me. It had holes in it. It had holes in it, so I wrapped it with the band-aid. It had holes, so I wrapped it with the band-aid. So excuse me, hot too. It's getting hot. Okay. Um. So yeah, a nigga, A nigga on social media, he DM me and he sent me a picture. No, he sent me a picture, a screenshot of somebody's profile page. Pass that shit. Here you go. There you go. Hit that. Hit that. There you go. Get that. You want to hit it again? All right. Puff, puff, pass. All right. There you go. I passed that shit. I passed that shit. But so dude hit me up. Dude hit me up and he sent me a screenshot of somebody's profile from social media and he like, you know her? So I just can't, I'm not just gonna answer no questions from somebody that I don't know. So my response was, do I know you? That's what I asked. I'm like, do I know you? I asked him, did I know you? He had, he didn't respond to that. He repeatedly asked me a question. He said, you know her or not? I asked him again, like, do I know you? So then he said, he like, do you know her is what I'm asking. And I asked him again, do I know you? Or maybe I should have asked him if he knew me. No, I take that back. I did ask him that. I eventually asked him, do you know me? Because I didn't answer the question about if I knew her or not, because I'm not entertaining no bullshit. I wasn't about to I wasn't about to entertain that. I had to talk to this nigga soul. Cause that's the thing. Like motherfuckers want you to they want you to entertain the shit about the female. No, fuck that. I gotta talk to your soul, nigga. I gotta talk to your soul because you doing the wrong shit with the wrong one. You doing the wrong shit with the wrong one. So I gotta talk to your soul. So I didn't answer his question. I didn't answer his question. Mind you, I don't even know old girl. I don't know her, right? So, but I didn't answer his question. I asked him, "Do you know me?" And his response was, "Nah, I don't know you, but do you know her though?" His response was, "Nah, I don't know you, but do you know her though?" So I asked the nigga, I'm like, "So who are?" I'm like, "Who are you? Who are you to come in my DMs questioning me about somebody, about anybody, about anybody?" That's what. So that's the thing. Like you don't just and you don't do this with no person. You don't just come questioning nobody, interrogating them, and asking them shit. Nah, you need to present yourself. You need to announce yourself, and you still might not even get the information that you want, but you gonna come correct. Nigga, don't just oh you know her. Like what kind of what kind of niggas is you used to dealing with, first of all? So where like you can just approach motherfuckers asking questions and they just gonna do what you say and answer it the way that you want to. Cause you in your feelings. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Someone worth it reported time. I want to thank you for the love for my son, Nico Broadway. Huh? Shout out to Zona, shout out to Zona Lozano. I get what she's saying, but she said, I want to thank you for this. I'm confused right there. Broadway, who is that? Broadway, you in here? Who is that? I'm confused. I think is this Nick? Is that Nico mom? That's Nico mom. That's your ex Broadway. Because I'm confused. I hear what she said. I see what she's saying. But who is that? Okay, bet. Okay, bet. Okay, I'm just checking. I'm just checking because I didn't know. I'm like, what the hell? Shout out, shout out to shout out to Zona. Shout out to Nico mom. Yes, sir. Shout out to Nico Broadway. Um, go check out Nico. Go check out Nico's YouTube page. Go check out Nico Broadway's YouTube page and go check out all his videos. Hold up. Go check out his videos. Go check out his Spotify. Let me see. Hold up, real quick. I'm about to get you right. Hold on, I'm about to get you right. Go check out Nico Broadway videos, his Spotify, um, his fucking title, his Apple Music, all that shit. And shout out to Nico Mom. I just dropped Nico YouTube in the chat. So yeah, y'all go check that out. But shout out to Broadway. Shout out to everybody who up in this thing. Antonio, Vern, um, who else? Who else? Check it out. So, all right, let's get back on it though. Excuse me. So, so the dude, okay, hold up. So the dude, he like, do you know her? He like, how you know her? No, I'm like, do I know you? After he asked me that again, he said, do you know her? Is what I'm asking. I said, do I know you? He like, no. I asked him, do you know me? I'm sorry. Do you know me? He like, nah, I don't know you, but do you know her? So, mind you, the person that the person that's being referred to, the person that's being referred to is a new is a new person that started following me. I don't know him. I don't know her. I ain't talked to her. I don't know her, and I ain't talked to her. So the nigga like he like I see that he like I see that he say I see that you a new follower or she a new follower. I think he either said to my page or her page. I don't remember which one, but he was like, I see she a new follower. He was like, stay off this page. That's what he told me. He said, stay off this page. Damn, okay, I'm skipping ahead. I'm skipping ahead. It didn't go like that. It didn't go like that. He said, you must be trying to fuck her. That's what he said. He was like, you must be trying to fuck her. So I asked him, I was like, why would you what make you think that? I asked him what made him think that. He didn't answer that question. So then that's when he said, "Stay off her page." Oh, I missed it. Damn, I sure did. I missed that thing. Missed it. Oh, it wasn't. Okay, I ain't get it no way. Yeah. But yeah, he was like, stay off her page. So I asked him, I was like, you own the YouTube pages or something? I was like, you own the YouTube pages? He was hot. When I asked him, did he own the YouTube pages? That nigga was hot. He was hot. I asked him, I was like, I was like, you own all the YouTube pages or what? And I told him, after I asked him, do you own all the YouTube pages? I was like, man, you're gonna have to go through. I told him, I was like, you're gonna have to go through you're gonna have to go through all her followers, nigga, and you're gonna have to hit up all her followers. You're gonna have to go through all her followers and hit up all her followers and tell them the same shit that you told me. So instead of I told him, instead of wasting your time over here with me, you need to be going down the list of followers so you can go hit them up and tell them all the same shit you told me. You wasting your time over here. And I didn't even start like I have at this point I ain't even start talking to his soul yet. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to see what he I'm just trying to see what he owns, see what he know, see what he talking about, see where his mental at. Because the way he approached it was incorrect. And I say that because and this is where you get to talking to a nigga soul at. Let's be clear. I got a I got a beautiful I got a beautiful queen goddess at the crib. I don't want none of you niggas women. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't want none of you niggas women. Right? So let's set that let's set that record straight. Second, if yo if your situation was so serious, the way you coming at me, if your situation was so serious, nigga, with this woman that you trying to approach me about, why you couldn't go talk to her? Let me ask that question, nigga. If this is your woman, why you couldn't go talk to her? Because I don't know her. If this is your woman, and see where niggas get shit twisted. Because let me put it in perspective. You don't know me. You land up with somebody every day, right? Or whatever. You feel me? But I can assume like if a motherfucker questioning you about somebody, they probably land up with them, right? So you land up with somebody every day, right? Talking to them, you getting to know them. You know, you ain't never seen me, you ain't never talked to me. So you gonna come ask me, a motherfucker that you don't know, some shit that you can't even get that you feel like you can't even get the truth from to get the truth from the person you fucking with. How dumb that sound. So I told that nigga, I was like, nigga, you focusing on the wrong shit. Nigga, you in your emotions and your feelings when nigga, you ain't been holding it down, nigga, as a man from the gate. Nigga, if you can't go talk to your woman, nigga, you haven't been holding it down as a man. And that's just the facts of it. If you can't go holler at your woman, you haven't been holding it down as a man, nigga. If you got to go talk to another nigga about your bitch, about your woman, sorry, excuse that. Excuse that. Excuse that. I was getting passionate. You got to go talk to another man about your woman that you don't know. So what, you going to believe what I say? That's the thing. Because you going to believe what I say. That's the, hey, that's where you get the, that's when you get to talking to a nigga soul. Because now it's like, okay, you so dumb. You didn't gave me the power. You didn't gave me the power to control your destiny. You're dumb. You didn't gave me the power to control your destiny. You're asking me about your woman, and I don't know her, and I don't know you. How that sound? How that sound? How that sound, man? When really, if you ask me, you didn't. And that's why I say, like, niggas act like they this and that, but a lot of niggas don't. Niggas ain't got no real balls. Niggas ain't got no real balls. Double O, what's poppin'? Appreciate you, fam. Smack that like button on the way in. But yeah, niggas ain't got no real balls because you couldn't even go talk to your woman. But you address me on social media, nigga, you ain't never seen, and you got a motherfucker right here in live action with you, and you couldn't go holler at him. You got a motherfucker in live action, and you couldn't go talk to him. You got your woman right here, and you had to go holler at another nigga that you don't know about somebody who you laying up with every night. Where they do that at? What part of the game is that? What part of the game is that? That's where, and that's where terms like beta male, you know, bitch ass nigga, and just all this different shit that has been created. That's where all these terms come in at. That's where all these terms come in at because you didn't work yourself up to come talk to me 1,000 miles or however many miles away, but you couldn't build up the courage to talk to somebody that's right next to you and ask them like, hey, what's up? What's happening? What's going on? What we doing? Talk to me. How you feeling? But yet you want to call yourself addressing people that you don't know, right? So so I told him, right? I was like, I told him, I told him he sound like I told him he sound like a little boy that's trying to be a private investigator. You sound like a little boy that's trying to be a private investigator, and you skipping right over the facts that's right here in your face. You got the facts right there in your house, and you going outside to get information. It's getting a little nippy out here, huh? You got the facts. You got the facts right there. You got the facts right there in your house, and you going outside to get information about your woman. Now, see, here's the thing too. When niggas do this, this ain't just like no shit that just happened out of nowhere. When motherfuckers do this, your woman been showing signs that she not fucking with you like that. When men do this to the ladies, your man been showing signs that he not fucking with you like that. But motherfuckers want to act stupid, like they don't know what's going on. Nah, this shit didn't just happen out the blue, and that's what I mean. So it's like motherfuckers, your man and woman been showing signs like that, and you coming to address me when you didn't address that shit when it was going down. That's some bitch ass shit. That's some bitch ass shit. That's like knowing you about to die and then waiting to die, and then getting mad when it's time to die. Like, man, well, you ain't getting. Oh, nigga, you knew you was about to die. You should have tried to do something. You should have tried to do something. That's like knowing you about to die and just waiting until it happens. Just staying stuck on stupid. So I told the nigga, I told him he sounded like a private investigator, a little boy that's trying to be a private investigator. Because you got the facts, you got the information right there in your face, and you going outside to get something that ain't there. You got the information right in your face, and you going outside to get something that ain't there, right? So I told him, I'm like, man, look, I'm gonna give you. I told him I'm gonna give you some advice, nigga. A real man focuses on himself first and tries to get himself together the best way he can before he starts focusing on things outside of him. So I was like, so instead of you running around questioning people and DMing motherfuckers on social media, focus on yourself, little nigga. Focus on yourself. Cause I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't had a nigga hit me up, nigga, on I ain't never had a nigga DM. What? I was probably in high school. I ain't never had a nigga DM me about he say Nico video gonna have you out here. Yeah, that shit bump. Yeah, Nico video bump. Um I ain't never had a nigga DM me nigga about maybe in high school or some shit. I ain't never had a nigga DM me about no female. So press so think about that and put that with whatever your perception is of me. Think about that and put that with whatever your perception is of me. I don't care what it is, but whatever. But I ain't that shit don't happen to me. I don't be in nobody drama, like none of that shit. I'm not the nigga like, oh, I heard you did, oh, I heard you. Like, no, that's not me. I've never been him. So to have so here it is, and I don't even know how old this nigga is, but which it don't matter because age is subjective. So I ain't even going. But I don't even know how old this nigga is, so I'm not gonna say that he a young nigga or he a or what, because I don't know. But one thing that I know, all my niggas solid, yeah. All my niggas solid, yeah. One thing that I know, um, but I'll tell you this: I would, I would never, I would never hit no person up that I don't know about a person that I've been knowing, trying to get some information about them. It don't make sense because that be the issue with niggas and females because why you hitting the your shit been fucked up. Your shit been fucked up. So you hitting up somebody at this point is kind of irrelevant. Your shit been fucked up. You've been letting it be fucked up. Niggas, your shit been fucked up. You've been letting it be fucked up. The signs been there. The signs been there. The signs been there. But you coming to holler at me. So I told the nigga, I'm like, man, you looking real pitiful, sir. You looking real pitiful. You looking real pitiful. So his response was, what did he say? What that nigga say? Oh, he like, he said, I checked your goofy ass. Don't lose your life being thirsty. So I laughed. I laughed at him. He said, I checked your goofy ass. Don't lose your life being thirsty. I was like, I asked him, I was like, nigga, you checked me? Where the fuck was I at? Where was I at when this was happening? Like, this nigga's got to be a comedian or something. And then I'm like, damn, is this nigga trolling? This nigga trolling. He trying to, I don't know what niggas be trying to do. He trying to, he trying to troll me so he can post some shit on the, I don't know. I don't know what niggas be doing. But I started to think this nigga was trolling because he said that he checked me. He said he checked me because he told me he was like, he was like, he was like, if you don't know her, stay off her page. And I asked him, I was like, nigga, do you own the YouTube? You own YouTube pages or some shit? This nigga coming at me like he got a blue check or something. He said, if you don't know her, stay off her page. So he thought that was checking me. I don't know about y'all, but where I come from, shout out Sierra, appreciate you. I don't know about y'all, but where I come from, that's not checking a nigga. He told me through a DM, if you don't know her, stay off her page. Mind you, I never even acknowledged if I knew her or not. I'm telling y'all, I didn't. I don't know her. I don't know who she is. I don't know who she is, but I didn't tell him if I knew her or not. So he's doing his own conversation. He's doing his own conversation in the via in the DMs. Exactly. It sounded like I had a nigga with insecurities. And that's another thing that I told her. That's another thing that I told her. Because I'm like, you gotta I was like, you're gonna have to go through, you're gonna have to go address you're gonna have to go address all of her followers, right? Or all the people she follows, however you see it, you're gonna have to go address them and everybody who like and comment on on the post. So really, nigga, you wasting your time over here with me, stupid nigga. Cause nigga, if you was smart, you would have sent the group message. Shout out in 0504, man. Salute. Shout out Dexter. Shout out Slick Sam. Vern, Sierra Brown. Yeah, but I told him, I'm like, man, you gonna have to you gonna have to hit every you're gonna have to hit every dude that she follow. You're gonna have to hit every dude she follow. And you're gonna have to hit up every dude that like and comment on the post. So nigga, you should have sent a group message for real. If we being for real, you should have sent the group message because you wasting a lot of time DMing me. Nah, hey, hey, and I feel that, but you was young though. You was young though. But that's the thing. I don't know if he was young or not. Like niggas do that when they young. Like that's expected. Some niggas say they didn't, but most niggas did. Most niggas didn't simp once, twice, or more than that. It's about learning from it though. Learning from it. Because I look at it like if I gotta call another man about my woman that I've been with for however many that I've been getting to know, then that lets me know right now at this point in my life, that let me know that I don't know the woman that I'm saying is my woman as well as I think I do. And that let me know she's probably not my woman. Shout out Rick James, man. Shout out Rick James. So he might have really he might have been in his 20s. I don't know. He might have been in his 20s. I don't know. But that don't take away from the fact of nigga, no matter what it like, it's our responsibility to lead the way. And for uh it's our it's our it's our responsibility to it's it's our responsibility to lead the way. And we can't lead the way by allowing certain things to go unnoticed or spoken on. We can't lead the way like that. We can't lead the way like that. And with hold up and see what like I'm a adjust to I'm a I'm a I'm a adjust to the situation, right? So I knew the way that I knew by the way that he approached me what the energy was. And it's just naturally in me to talk to a nigga soul. It's just naturally in me to speak about what I know, because I know why he did it. I know why he did it. I know why he did it, because he was insecure. He was insecure. He was insecure. He didn't know it, so he didn't know the woman that he was hopping in my DM questioning me about. He didn't really know her. He thought he did. He think he do, but if he did, he wouldn't have came questioning me about it. So yeah, let's let that be the narrative too. Like, if you, like, men and women, if you calling somebody your partner or whatever, and y'all been rocking for a minute, it shouldn't be no reason. Like, that's a flaw. I mean, that's a mistake. That's a mistake on your behalf, by not getting to know these by not getting to know this person correctly. You know, I've lost homies up. Hold up. By not getting to know people correctly, getting the right information. Like, favorite color and food and shit and places to go, like that shit alright. But you wanna know what I always say, you wanna know what a motherfucker relationship is like with their mama, with their daddy, with their brothers, with their sisters, how people got treated, what was the environment, you wanna know that kind of stuff. And that's gonna give you an idea of the person that you with, as you continue to be with them, because it's gonna show up in the relationship. It's gonna show up in the relationship. I've lost over I've lost homies over women plenty of times in my younger days. It showed me a lot on their character. The ocean is too big, people. Yes, sir. The ocean is too big. But not only that, if you're going to question somebody about your woman or your man, you got to blame yourself. We got to start. We got to start having better communication. We got to start having better communication. Because once again, your woman is laying up with you. Your man, he laying up with you, ladies. You got the information right. You got all the information you need right there. All the answers you want to know, they right there. All the answers you want to know is right there. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Um, with women, all this stuff happening with women, and that's why I always, you know, the women got to rise up too, as well as the men. The women got to rise up too, as as well as the men, because women are used as pawns. Women are used as pawns, and they don't be knowing it. And I mean, like, on a bigger level, like, and they don't be knowing it. Women are used as pawns, and they don't be knowing it. Oh shit! Hold up, my bad, Dex.
Your mic check, mic check.
What up? What up? What you do?
What's happening, Sam?
Nothing too much, man. Just talking to him about the situation. Uh, what you got? What you got for us?
I mean, I kind of came in late, but from hearing the rest of it and everything, from being on like I guess social media and everything, I guess it's just modern day shit from shit that ain't changed from when I used to have a Facebook and be on that motherfucker. So niggas with insecurities. I mean, that's still a thing, but then it's on both sides of the equation. Females feel the exact same way too, depending on, I guess, what the male does for a living or what I guess like what he does on social media. I guess I don't know. It's weird. And but then I also believe in the double standard of shit too. So it's really like a rabbit hole for me when it starts coming down to talking about what people's mindset is or where they go to with their significant other on like social media aspects. It's a whole nother thing, yo. Like that shit's weird to me, but then at the same time, I don't really have that problem. No
Right,
offense to
right,
nobody.
right. Hold up real quick. Burn.
What's good?
What's popping, fam?
Shoot, not much, man. I just wanted to explain like all of this, women controversy. No disrespect to women, but just look at the King Von situation. Von knew what he was doing when he was talking to Janiyah, or whatever her name is. They're playing
Hmm.
too much with people, mothers of people's kids, and the mother of the kids know what they're doing as well. So that's what started all of that. And so let's go back to Nipsey, right? So this guy, he's a aspiring rapper for the I don't know past 20 years. He always wanted to be in that spot, right? So he goes up there with his girl. You got to understand that part. With his girl, she is geeked up to see Nip, and then Nip say allegedly he said something like, "Yeah, I heard you was snitching or whatever, whatever." You know how much pride
Hmm.
dropped out of that man? And guess what she
Mm.
probably was doing in the
Yeah.
car? Oh man, I just met Nip. Oh man, she took a picture with him. She was geeked up. He was boiling inside. So that's why you saw
Yeah.
that kick to Nip
Hatred,
like that. That's
hatred,
hatred, bruh, and that's pride.
hatred.
Pride will kill you, bruh, all the time.
I say that every time. It's the number one killer for all African
Man,
American men.
you know how
Ego and
many
pride.
times
Ego and pride.
I wanted to do something, man, but my pride, but the God in me was like, yo, Larry, if you do this, you're gonna go to jail, or if I fight somebody, I'm a big dude, so if I fight somebody and they fall and hit the ground, I might go to jail for the rest of my life. So sometimes
It's
you just gotta
it's
walk
it's
away from
picking
certain
and choosing.
situations.
Yeah.
Exactly, Dexter.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's
Facts,
picking
man.
and
And
choosing the battle. It's picking and choosing the battle.
now
I
let me
had to
tell
learn
you
that the hard
something.
way a lot.
Let me tell you something. Till this day, I walked away from a couple things where I know I could have drugged the dude in the dirt, but I knew I had to walk away. I didn't want to.
Yeah,
It still affects me
yeah.
to this day. Like, man, I know this dude probably think, oh yeah, I got him. But come on. Sometimes you just gotta understand, man, what you can
I,
do and where that may take you. That's all.
Right. Knowing your own strength.
yeah. There's still a couple niggas I still owe that jump me. There's still a couple niggas I owe, but I'm like, now that I'm kind of getting older, I'm
Yeah, it's
like, do I
like
really wanna? But is it worth it? Like,
exactly.
is it worth it? In a way, I'm like, yeah, but then in a way, I'm like, nah.
It's like, well, Dex, do you mind me asking, do you have
Like, I
kids,
don't know,
man?
man. Ego and pride. Stepson.
Okay, so see, that's enough for me. So I have a stepson and I have, a daughter, of mine. That's what stopped me from doing dumb stuff. I always think of
Hmm.
them first before somebody take me there. But I'm 44 now. I'm about to be 45 tomorrow. So all that dumb stuff, man,
Hey,
I just stay in
Gemini
my basement.
shit.
I'm
I ain't
cool.
mad at you. I ain't
Yeah,
mad at
yeah.
you. June
Happy
20th,
early
31.
birthday, man.
Hey.
Happy
Hey,
early
appreciate
birthday, man.
appreciate it.
So the return.
But nah,
Hey,
man,
facts. Happy birthday.
yeah, man. But man, pride, man. That's what that I was just listening to that J.
Yeah.
Cole song, man, about pride, man. And pride, man, that's what do a lot of black men in, man. Because, bro, it's
Yo,
like if
it's
you're not cool,
degenerate.
if you punk out, bro, you can't never like. I'm not even from the hood, bro. I'm from a town called Hinesville, Georgia. And if I punked out, or like even if I was in the fifth grade and punked out, that will take me all the way until my senior year in high school. Oh, remember you got punked? Oh,
Hmm.
you got to redeem yourself. Now you out there trying to redeem yourself. trying to be cool and you
Yeah.
end up in jail.
Looking crazy.
Stupid,
Though.
man. It's just so dumb, bro. Some of the stuff that we go to jail for. I got friends that's in jail for dumb stuff. A club incident,
Man,
shooting out, boom, in
that
jail.
whole loyalty shit too though kind of doesn't exist anymore neither. Especially
Man, please.
me coming up as a kid though, I had to learn this shit the hard way by taking other L's for other motherfuckers. You know what
Of
I'm
course,
saying?
yeah.
So I had to learn that whole loyalty shit really, like that whole emphasis of the street code and all of that. Yeah, I
Bro,
learned real quick. Motherfuckers all
come
don't live by
on.
that shit. The motherfuckers really don't live by that shit. So yeah,
Yeah.
I
It ain't
already
no real.
understand.
Yeah, it ain't no real structure set in place to have a street code to be really enforced because the structures that was set in place has been diminished.
Yeah,
So
but
So,
the,
when it comes to people you've grown up with or shit like that, you would expect, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all been through shit or y'all done shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it's different, yo. It hit different when you got 10 years with a motherfucker or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It hit a little
yeah.
different.
yeah, always
Sorry, my fault. I'm speaking
I,
from a passionate place.
nah
It's
nah
all
nah
good.
nah you good. Um, how I would look at it, now is that like because I would say that same thing like it's different because like you like damn I didn't know these people for this long, but I find out as I grow
hmm
like we didn't really
hmm
know these people. We thought we really knew these people, but we didn't really know these people the way that we thought we did. And then also, a lot of times, like we look over certain things. Like I looked over a lot of shit with people who I was rocking with. You feel me? I looked over things and still continued to rock with them when the evidence was there. You feel me? So I
Facts.
gotta I gotta throw
Been
that out
loyal
there. It's
to a
been
fault, Stan.
yeah, it's been times like that, like you said, loyal to a fault. We look over
So,
shit and we see how people, it may be other people that people treat different. They may not never treat them how they treat you, but it's like when they link up with you, it's like up and down, or niggas got to throw a little salt, or you feel me?
hey, I
This
stand
is
on that,
crazy
man.
though,
I don't know
bro.
how
Why,
old you
bro?
are, man.
Why? That's crazy. That's crazy.
No, so if you really look at like just like people in high school or your friends around you or whatever, if you really like look at them and you really like take all your friends and take a look and watch them when they're around your other friends, you will see a lot of flaws in people, man.
All the
You'll
time.
see you'll see some people
And
like
see,
when I'm with some of my homeboys, they cool, but when we get in a group, it's different. Man, it's some weird stuff. And when I call it out,
hmm
sometimes they be like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "You know what I'm talking about, but we'll play stupid." It's like people try to put
and
All
on,
the
and
see, I
that's why a
time.
learned
lot of
that real
people in
quick,
jail too. They
especially
try to
when
put
ladies
on
are
too
in the
much of people.
building. If
They try to put on you,
if
especially
ladies
when
are in the
women in the
room,
club.
oh man,
Oh
code
man,
switcheroo, nigga.
Oh yeah,
hey.
Yo,
So
yeah.
I've been in the military, right? So this is the thing. This is the military thing. Just sort of
Hey,
like a street thing, right?
real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna let you get that off. Nathaniel, what
Go
up?
ahead.
Salute,
what's up
salute.
with you,
Oh,
bro?
what's up, Nate?
Oh, chilling, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Coming through.
You already know.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Ver.
Yo, man, it's like so in the military, we got this thing called a base team, right? So when the base team comes out, other teams from like LA and come out to the base and play. All the girls come out. Oh, all of a sudden, dudes got a different swag and they bring out their new shoes and all type of stuff. And the dudes that never talk trash, all of a sudden they're so vocal on the court. I'm like, bro, y'all are so burnt out. Like, y'all really be
Yeah,
showing out for people, man. I'm like, bro, I never been that type. Like, bro, be yourself, man. Hey,
the
Facts, I
battery in
can
their back.
understand.
all the
I can
time,
understand that
man.
stuff.
You see it all the time, man.
But it happens. It's part of learning. It's part of growing up, though. Everybody tried to impress somebody, so I
Yeah.
can't really fault nobody on trying to. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to growing up as a kid type shit, I can't really fault them on that part.
But
But
what we
as an
Yeah.
can fault them
adult,
at,
I don't.
I gotta correct you on that, little bro. I gotta correct you on that.
I,
Cause we all
huh?
seeking approval, you right. But whose approval you were seeking?
Yeah. That's how I see it.
Mm, yeah, that's fact. No, that's fact. But sometimes I don't know. Motherfuckers go looking for shit that they shouldn't even be going to look for. So you right on that one.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, in the
Right.
sixth grade, man, I used to cuss like just because everybody else was cussing. I just wanted to be cool, right? And then I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like,
Hmm.
why am I cussing like just to be like somebody else? And my homeboy wasn't doing it, and I was like, all right, well, we just not gonna cuss. We said hell and stuff, but we just decided not to cuss, and people thought we was weird for that. I'm like, how are we weird for not
Right.
cussing in the sixth
No,
grade? So that's what I'm saying, bro. That's when
nah.
I was like, you know what? People will put you in jail, bro, or in the dirt just by
Man,
listening to them, man. Just by listening to them, you will be in jail or in the dirt.
man, listen here. I got one of my guys with me I raised right now. He'll tell y'all. I got motherfuckers been hate me just cause I'm me.
Yeah.
So
That shit's
when
nuts.
I read the story of my brother Jesus,
Hmm.
Yahweh's son, I was like, who the fuck am I? Because it goes
Facts.
back to
Uh,
who we trying to prove a point to, who you trying to get approval of. I only want to prove my mama dead and respect my loyal people. That's
Man,
it.
facts. That's why I said, hey, as long as
mm-hmm.
my daddy think I'm a upstanding citizen, I'm cool, man.
Right.
As
As long as my kids
long
approve
as
of
my
me, fuck
mama
you.
proud.
Man, I feel you.
And free SNN TV,
I
they
mean, I
bogus.
don't know, yo. Seek of us is facts till it's backwards. Shout out everybody in the chat and the panel.
And
Yep,
hit that
yep.
little button and subscribe.
Man,
Yeah. What happened? What I missed?
We rest pretty much summing up
I had to step in.
on what bro said. Shit. And that goes all the way back to what we was talking about that night, bro. Parents.
Yep.
See how it goes back to the beginning of the conversation. See, all the way back to the beginning. I ain't saying shit about it. How long?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. As far as like not really
Hey,
knowing people that we around and
man,
all that kind of stuff.
and if your parents there to put you around the right people, you know who approval you need.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
then that's facts though. And you should
Hmm.
always listen to what your parents' approval is of who you have around you, because they
Oh,
never
really?
really wrong. You might think they wrong at that time, but they really not wrong.
Hey, and check this out. I know somebody. I ain't
They
even
do
listen
be
to.
wrong though. They do be
Hey,
wrong,
and check this out. I
depending
ain't
on
even
your
looked in the chat
parent and
room,
your
Oh
right?
yeah, that's
environment.
true. There.
I ain't even looked in the chat room, right? Well, I bet somebody said, "What about those that didn't have one of their parents or neither one of their parents in their life?" Check this out. It goes back to the beginning of the conversation I had with AK with Lil Bro. Hey, it's OGs out there. We were standing on righteous facts. You just did you have the right ones around you when you seen the right ones? Did you want to be with him? Did you want to fit in?
Facts. Facts. Man, I am
Hmm.
tired of that narrative too
Hmm.
because there are some dudes that will tell you what to do, but you look at them like they some weirdos or some cornballs, and you want to go follow the homies. Okay, well, there you go.
Well,
So yeah, so
that's
I don't
them
want to hit
looking
that
for
excuse
that
chat room
approval from.
because yeah,
No,
I
that's
had people I looked up. Man, go ahead, bro. I go to
Yeah,
no,
I,
the boy.
that's a fact. But I would say though, like if you ask me, like
mhm.
that is true, but it comes from the narrative from where we come from. We've all like here's the thing. If you've already been uh if you've already been hugged by your environment and been immersed into a certain kind of behavior, like at that point it's just the numbers games for the people who do decide to take heed to the information and the people that don't, because we still battling with the fact putting energy into what people's perception is of us. We battle with that in our communities every day. So once we can get over that and just really be able to stand on, like, I am who I am. This is right, and this ain't right. You know, I may have was this, but now I'm seeing that I need to do something different, and I need to cross over to this. Like, until we can grasp the fact that, like, I am who I am in the same way that I did everything else alone. When you go to jail, you go alone. They process you alone. You feel me? You die alone. When we get to grasping those facts more, I think it'll be easier to receive these people when they come across our path, giving us information. But we still battling with that. Damn, cause it's another nigga over here that you mess with, and he like, man, fuck that shit. I ain't trying to hear none of that old shit, man. That shit ain't gonna do me right now.
Hey,
And
you know
then you
what?
come back over here with us, and then it's like, man, this and that and this and that. So it's like it's a consistent battle. It's a consistent battle. So your environment is very clutch. Because if you got to go back to that all the time, I can see why people would not be receptive to it. It don't make it right, but I can see why people not, because your environment hasn't changed.
Yo, I
But then
stand
there's
on
some
that.
people that is though. It's some people that is. That's why I say it becomes a numbers game at a certain point. Like, it's gonna be some casualties and some people gonna do something different.
Yo, and I'm gonna
Facts.
follow up and
No,
say
definitely.
you are exactly right. Now, don't get me wrong. It will be entirely very difficult for some people in certain environments to get out of that environment by just listening to one of the positive OGs versus 5 to 10, 20 negative ones. No, I get
Right.
it. I totally get it. But like you said, it's like at some point, some of the OGs is acting like they're kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the problem right there.
Yeah,
Kids are following
yeah.
kids, but they're grown-ups.
They don't want to let
Yep.
that go.
Because what I look like if I was in the
Ah,
gang, handing a pistol to a 15-year-old talking about go handle your business, bro. That's like you're my son, and I'm gonna go tell my son. My son's upstairs now. I'm gonna hand him a pistol and be like, go handle your business. I would dare not do that. I'd
Yeah.
rather not be in a gang. That's crazy
Right.
to me. Because who's doing the
yeah.
shooting? I mean, who's
Definitely.
doing the shooting really? 14, 15, 16-year-olds.
The young brush.
That's just
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, it is, man.
Because we just had some shit like that go down like 3, 4 weeks ago with those exact ages, and one of them actually passed. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's
And you ain't
it's
lying
crazy,
though.
man.
Like that's the thing. You ain't even lying, bro. Like on neither side, like stand on that. Exactly correct, but at the same time, it's like they have the right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? They got the right to pick and choose. And even if they know that the shit is wrong, like it's like yo, like I don't know, bro. It's
Yeah,
just hard,
man.
bro. Like
It's
it's like out of one ear is in one ear and out the other. Like ah, some want to learn the hard way. Some want to learn the hard way, and sometimes you just gotta let them learn the hard way. There's
yeah. I
also
mean,
that type of
you're
like
right.
mindset
You're
too.
you you're right, man. Like I was
It's
inspired by.
unfortunate, but
I saw an interview with this a rapper. I'm not gonna say any names or anything, and I was inspired, to like reach out to this person because he sounds like he was a great individual. He's from Chicago, and we started like working together, started helping him out and doing stuff, giving him advice, shooting money for studio time, stuff like that. We built a rapport, and man, like we really got like a real cool bond, and a lot of people didn't even know about it. I got like audios and a lot of messages from him still. And man, like a couple, about a month or two, I'm not gonna say like the exact date, but he got gunned down, man. And that like really took me like
Mm.
I don't understand how like I guess like like in Chicago, man, like it happens so much till they're so numb to it, man. But bro, that like man, I had to recover. It took me about a week or two, man. I still like when I think about him, that crap is surreal, man. Like I'm like I was just talking to this dude, and I left him another message after I found out like this can't be true, and I still don't believe it because but it happened, man. And so that's what I'm saying, man. It's like even when I try
man.
to
I'm
reach out,
sorry.
yeah, I try to reach out and make a change out of just one of those guys and try to at least help his guys out. But man, boom, like life just happens, man.
Yo,
That's why I say. But go
Vern,
ahead.
yo, all right, so, all right. Well, let me have a little personal conversation with you, Dan. All right, well, it's funny you say that because I'm doing the rap shit, but that's only because your boy really loves music type shit, for real, for real.
Uh-huh.
Like it's a great outlet for you guys. But at the same time, when I hear shit like that, it makes me feel like it ain't even worth it, and your boy don't even want none of the bullshit to come with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and
I
that,
really don't give a fuck about the fame. Now, as far as the
yeah.
money goes, oh yeah, I want that because
Oh,
I have
definitely.
my personal reasons for that. You know what I'm
But
saying?
this is the question though.
It's more than just you know what I'm saying?
What type of music are you making?
Yeah.
Right. What energy
Uh,
Yeah, what type of
are
energy?
you trying to send out and receive?
I mean, the energy I'm really putting out there is well, right now, like the shit I'm working on is coming from me, coming from I hate to say it, but I was in a real dark space when I wrote these lyrics, but it's not me on some shoot 'em up bang bang shit. Like it's also me rapping about what's going on in my fucking city. You know what I'm saying? But where I'm also at in my life type shit. But it's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the one saying I'm gonna pull up on you and yada 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 yada. You know what I'm saying?
So this, my take. I don't know. I'll stand on that. I don't know if you want to take this or not. But I'm gonna just
Yeah,
say
I'll go
real,
after you.
yeah, 10 seconds real quick. Like the person I was dealing with, we had a discussion about like rapping about this and the dead, and we came to a resolution. And he's like, yeah, I don't really like doing that anyway. It was just something that I'm trying to get out of here. And I was like, yeah, but that's not the way. So after that, he never wrote another lyric that he showed me. At least he had like 2 or 3 songs, and he didn't mention nobody dead at that point. So as long as you're not like just mentioning a name or a group of or your ops, I don't think you should have an issue. But once you start talking about people and talking about I'm gonna do this when I see you, you got to have that energy when you see them. And
Yeah.
See, but
yeah,
that's
I don't
not.
understand why you
But
would
see,
want
that's
that.
not even in my raps, bro. Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
not
good
even in the
then.
raps, bro. Like
Yeah,
I'm more.
yeah.
But when it comes to talking that shit though, and me being better than half of the rappers that's in my city or whatever, oh, I'm talking that shit because I'm really putting my pen to the matter. Like I'm actually like rapping, like you know what I'm saying. On top of that, like
Well, shoot,
that's my
drop your link,
thing.
man,
Like
because
I'm making
I
niggas
like
rap
I
again
like rap,
around this
bro.
bitch.
So, and I like up and coming rappers. So if you that good, you say you that good, I'll let you know if you are.
Hey, appreciate it,
You heard?
appreciate it. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
send you that.
man.
I'm gonna have to send
Yeah.
you that. But it's just crazy. Like I don't know, like some of that shit just don't be worth it to me. And then on top of that, like you said, why do you feel the need of this? And you know what I'm saying? So and so. Oh, because you think so and so did this. That's why you. Nah, man.
Well,
Go be yourself.
hurt people, man. Hurt people.
Yep.
Facts. But go be
That's what
Because
they
yourself.
do.
Go be
I,
yourself.
true, but man, it's hard when somebody done killed your homeboy that stayed, that you stayed with in the same bed and y'all shared the same clothes, and he done killed him, and it's just an ongoing thing, man.
I understand, but at the
Yeah.
same time, we've also talked about it. Ego and pride, pick and choose.
Yeah, man. But it's hard to get through to somebody when something like that happens. Trust me, man.
I
Some
know.
dudes, I'll be like, "Yo, man." They'd be like, "I'm
Yeah.
not trying to hear that," and you like, "Well, I understand. What can I say?
Yeah.
I got a
What can
couple
I really
homies
say?"
like that right now down here on that type of time. Like I'm like, all
Yeah,
right, but
man.
And
Yeah,
it's
nah,
it's
like I
like,
get it too.
I can't do a song with you. I can't do a song with you though,
but does
because
that
I'm not on that
increase
type of
the
time.
now? Does that you have inner beef now? You know what I mean? So it's like a never-ending saga. So it's like you might be
I
start
mean,
warring
but
with
if
your
we're
with
if
your homies.
I can't fake it, I'm sorry, I can't fake
No,
it.
no, no, no,
I
no, no.
can't.
I get it. No,
It's
no.
not.
Trust me, I get you, bro. I get it. I get
Yeah.
it.
No
Yeah,
offense
that
to
shit.
nobody. I mean, no offense.
it's hard being a black man. That's that's bottom line.
Yeah.
Seriously, man, because we got to be like the strong person for our wives or our girls. We got to be like the best dads ever. We got to just be everything on the top echelon of everything. So
without having the tools to do it.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm just
You
trying
gotta
to
get
find
it.
my way, man.
Lord have
Yeah.
mercy.
I'm 44 and I'm still I got a grasp on a lot of things. So, but man, I'm just still trying to work out how my dad taught me certain things because he grew up poor, you know. So, but
And
nah,
we
man, you got a
always
good
gonna
head on
be
your
doing
shoulder,
that.
Dexter. You got a good head on your shoulder, Dexter.
I appreciate it, but it took a lot to get here.
I see.
Okay. Like that's why I understand like where everybody's coming from, but when you like I don't know, when you see the shit going on and you realize it's going on everywhere, it's just sad. Like this shit's sad.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I stand on
Yeah.
that, man. We need your couple verses from you now, man.
Couple
Hmm.
verses for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
you might as well go ahead and drop that too.
oh, what you talking about? Some rap verses?
Yep.
I'm talking about scriptures, any words of wisdom. Even though I'm older than you, but
Oh,
you know you
Hey,
have a lot of knowledge.
age is subjective, and I got a lot of my knowledge from people that's older than me. To be honest, like I used to hang around people my age, but I also like I had two different crowds. I used to hang with people older than me, and like people from school. I probably would hang with them because they my age. But when I go to the crib, I'm around people older than me. When I go hang with my family members, I'm around people that's my age, but most of them is older than me. So that's that's pretty much where most of my game came from. Just like paying attention and just putting the connections together. Like I'm gonna give you an example. I was um I was like you ever I'm learning with my child. Like you ever heard of you got a child that be lying. Like you ever
Oh,
seen a child that like to lie?
yes, I have one,
Okay,
but not no more. But yeah, back in the day, my son, boy, he was the best of them.
okay. So from what I'm seeing with my child and just other people, children, like how Nathaniel was saying, like it started with the parent, but since we don't know this kind of shit, I was able to see it with other people kids before I had kids. So that's where I got a lot of information too from. But since we don't be knowing this shit, we don't like address it. But like uh a child will be like they'll say something, but they really mean what they say. But they say they just playing to save face when it's proven that what they were saying was on some BS or it wasn't correct. So they'll use that as the crutch to save face to keep their emotions tucked. So I'm learning that turns into lying. That's part of what turns into lying because I got to call my child out on that and let them know, like, nah, this is what you meant. You didn't mean this. And I know you didn't mean this because of the way that you presented it and how you usually present things. So if I call them out on that, it doesn't create the behavior of them always using the crutch like I was just playing. I was just joking because that's what children try to do. They use the crutch to save face so they don't get tied to their emotions from being wrong because nobody likes to be wrong. And I'm learning by correcting that it'll knock down the reason or the inspiration to that's part of knocking down the inspiration to lying, which builds their character growing up because it's like, nah, I'm not gonna be just playing. I play when it's time to play, but when I'm saying something, I'm gonna mean what I say. And children have a thing of acting like they playing, but they typically mean what they say because all they know is gimme, 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 and what I want. So they serious about what they saying. They use the thing like, oh, I'm just playing, but they wasn't just playing. So like just little shit like that got to consistently be corrected with children is gonna play part in they growth and the way that they character is to how they pick friends. You feel me? Because it's like, well, damn, my pops didn't or my moms didn't raise me up to be like that. Why the fuck is this nigga always playing about serious shit all the fucking time? This shit don't make no sense. You feel me? And they gonna have a different approach to life and a different approach to situations based on those certain things that was instilled with them. Now the thing on our part is that shit is draining because children do so much shit. You talking all day long. You got to pull them to the side all day long. And we don't be having patience for that. I'm still growing patient for that. You feel me? And it ain't easy. So a lot of that shit play a part in the people our children hang around, uh the things that they indulge in, the way that they present themselves.
This all falls in line with the conversation you was having yesterday too, though. To me, a little bit when it came to allowing the child to like I guess when it came to the spoiling thing, I guess we was talking about yesterday a little bit. But then
Yeah,
again, I don't know. It all plays a factor. It all plays a factor on the whole patience and disciplinary factor of correcting. I guess when they're actually meaning something, but kind of not like trying to say they mean it. But yeah, I get what you're saying a little bit. It's just I don't know. Like I kind of I missed that part when she was having her son like because he's 11, so he don't really what I'm saying, he don't really come off like that a lot. Like he's like, yo, might want to play the game type shit, go outside, play some ball and whatnot. And yeah, he has stuff that he likes and everything, but he also realizes that it's not going to come easy. He has to earn that. Like you have to show us you're doing something like to get these certain things. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was trying to say yesterday too. Was like, AB honor roll, okay, you definitely deserve something for that because you know what I'm saying, school is coming first. And then on top of that, you're not out here acting a fool or doing nothing out the usual 11-year-old shouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying?
right. Okay, let me ask this question.
So
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. Who's about to say? Go ahead.
no, go ahead. My fault. My fault.
Um, would you say what would you say is more important, character or 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 school? Character, morals, and principles, or school?
Oh man, I would see. I was gonna come out the gate and just say it, but I'm gonna just say it anyway, regardless. Character. Sorry, I believe in character.
What about you, Nate?
School's kind of a lie now.
I'm going with morals and principles. Because you
Okay,
can have all the schooling in the world, still be a stupid motherfucker.
right, right.
Yep.
No, that's fact. That's a fact. Yeah,
Right.
I would agree with that because I would say that when you develop the character, the morals, and the principles, all that stuff it's gonna cross over into the school.
Yep.
It's gonna cross
Facts.
over into the education. But it's like it's hard to just like throw us in these environments without having any kind of foundation to just to something basic. Even if the kid is not like even if the child fully not haven't fully grasped it. Just some just some basic that can consistently be reiterated to them. You feel me? Like that be playing a huge part.
No, that's facts. But then again, I also be feeling like the schools be lying to us.
Yeah,
I feel like they've been lying to us for a long time. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely character, morale and principles. I'm sorry, because hey, all that other shit is questionable as hell. So yeah.
Hey, because on the real, I know some people like this. Because if you ain't got no book smarts, your characteristics are going to speak for itself. That's why I make a motherfucker fuck with you anyway.
Hmm.
As far as the streets. If a motherfucker asks you what's your background, what's 2 plus 2, motherfucker going out corner how you move and the characteristics of yourself. That's why people got to understand this. Back in the days, you know, it's not trash. Was they thinking about ABCs and 1, 2, 3s? Hell no, they'll teach the motherfucking boys how to be men.
Hmm.
Yep.
Facts.
From a youngin too though.
Real at birth. Teach you how to be a motherfucking man. Nothing else.
Yeah, like you out there with your pops. You out there with your pops. You doing what he do. All the stuff that he do to get it, you helping him. And that's one of the things that we missing too. Because like
Yeah.
contrary to
That and
popular
the real
belief,
old
like
school grandmas.
hmm
Cause
yep,
I had an old school grandma and a pops.
yep, that old nurturing soul.
Oh yeah, but she whooped my
Hold on,
ass.
I might at the front. I'm gonna come out and come back.
Okay, bet. Yeah, that old nurturing soul. That old
Hmm.
nurturing soul be clutch because
Hmm.
it keep you grounded. It keep you grounded. But it gotta be rooted in that foundation though. Like a lot of yeah, like our men and women of today, we've been we've been took out of that foundation. Problem TV, what's happening? Hey, y'all smack that like button on the way in. Hey,
Facts. Turn on them
Vern said,
notifications.
yeah, hit that notification bell, turn that thing on all, man. Vern
I
said, add him
got you, Vern. I got you.
on Instagram.
Yo, go. Hey, once I add you, yo, go listen to my snippets. And just tell me from there, yo, because I'm put snippets of the new stuff up there already. So yeah.
But yeah, yeah, man. So a lot of it's a lot of characteristics, but at the end of the day, it start with the foundation, and that be the reason why they attack the home though. That be a reason why they attack the household,
Real. It's
why
the
they
old
attack the mother and the father
all these
and the
dumbass weird
kids.
ass commercials. All these dumbass weird ass commercials. All these dumbass weird ass cartoons and movies. And GQ. Fuck wrong with y'all. I don't care how nobody feel in this chat room. I don't give a fuck how nobody feel in the world. I'm finna tell you this. I can't say what I really want to say, but I'm finna tell you something. You want to paint your nails? You go right ahead. But you don't tell my son that this is the latest man's fashion. I'll slap the shit out of you. I'm not gonna teach my son to roll that way.
See, hey, none of that. None of that. You dig? None of that. I don't understand that neither. See,
And
like,
then then I took out sex education and all this other stuff, but now you want to teach kids how to deal with transgender kids and how it's cool to be trans. Pretty much you trying to tell my son it's cool to be a fag. That's what you finna try to teach my kids in school. Nah.
Damn, I don't even know if you can say that on here without them
I
flagging that
don't
shit.
know, but at the same time, I'm not gonna tell him he wrong.
No, I ain't saying you wrong.
Cause he
No, no.
not. He like, but then again, I'm like, bro, it's way different from when we was in like, bro, that shit just, I don't know. I don't
Nah,
know.
I wouldn't say I
Huh?
wouldn't say it's different. I wouldn't say that. I can't say that
We
because
wasn't learning about no transgender shit back then.
nah, nah, you right. You right about that. But here's the thing. They was already introducing this shit. They had already been like this has been in play. This has been in works for
Years.
for like years. Like I don't even know how many years. Like this shit been in work. So this has been introduced to us at every level in different steps.
Man, I go back to Samora Gomorrah. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm
That
gonna
shit
leave it at that.
crazy though, bro.
What that man say?
Like,
He's like, "I give you my daughter. She's a virgin." He's like, "No, we want the angels. We want them boys." You lost your damn man.
Because the boys, we keep the bloodline going.
Facts. So now you want to turn my son
Men
nah,
in.
keep the
facts, but
bloodline
then,
going.
but yo, it's just weird though. Like that's what the world gonna teach them now. Like that's what the world teaching them. Like I don't know. And then he right. It's going all through the TV, cartoons, all of that. Like I don't know.
Yeah, like you remember
Uh,
what? It was a bunch of like what? Low Down Dirty Shame. They had some of that up in there.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? It was a bunch of movies like in the 90s and the 80s and shit like where they was introducing this shit. So what I'm saying is that like this they've been preparing us for this because they do it in increments because they building up they normalizing it in increments. They making you accept it, but they not just like throwing it at you all at once. It's like we making it normal piece by piece. Like first it was, just it was just one thing. Then it was two things. And now it's like 4 or 5 letters
mm-hmm.
attached to a whole movement that mean a whole bunch of stuff to them. So
Real.
That shit
it
just
just been
well. I
happening in different
mean,
pieces.
I, I don't know. Your boy don't even watch TV like that, so unless it's sports, this shit weird.
Hey, but
This
even
shit
with that
weird.
though, because
Hey, real. I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say something about your man Westbrook. I'm not hearing nothing. I don't care how cold he is. That dude's that way. Man don't wear no dress. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what nobody talking about. There's nothing you can say to me. They're not gonna tell me he ain't throwing this motherfucker palm down.
you said Westbrook had on a dress.
Bro, go back. Yes, sir.
I
Oh
ain't
my
never seen that.
lord.
Actually, it wasn't even a dress. My bad. Let me apologize. It was a tennis skirt.
This was recently.
A couple of years back. Hey, walking
Damn,
into the stadium to the dressing room. He came in like that.
damn, I don't even know if I remember that.
Bruh.
Yeah, I don't know if I remember that.
I, I
But
don't know. But
yeah,
hey,
man, this
Westbrook always dressed different though. I can't even cap.
and see that be my thing
Oh
too, because
no.
like I really like I ain't talking about Westbrook, but like you know whatever people do, like whatever that's your thing. But my thing is like
Mm-hmm.
I can't I can't deny that it's a agenda going on, that it's an agenda being pushed to children and adults to embrace something that has been created to stop us from to stop us from keeping our bloodline going. Like I can't act like that's not a thing. And a lot of people from the community, they would say like they don't know about that, like they don't see that. But then it's a lot of people from the community that knows exactly what I'm talking about, and they acknowledge it, and they'll be like, I don't even indulge in that kind of shit. Like, they like the first stage, or like, like before it became all these, all these letters and all that shit. They like, man, I don't even know
Yeah,
nothing about that shit. I just know like
like,
this is
bro.
what I do, and it's like, okay, cool. I respect that. As long you respect me, respect my
Yeah,
space, we good. But it's a lot
yeah,
of
just
people
give
that
me
don't
my
even
space.
know
Just
or
give me my
do know,
space.
and
Just
then
give
they
me
don't
my
even
space.
huh?
I'll be like, just give me my space, G.
Yeah, no, for real. That's
Like,
that's it. Man, respect me.
yeah, yeah, that's it. Like, go do your thing over there.
Too long, fool.
Nah,
Oh,
yo, I mean,
yep.
I get it, but then again, I'm like, bro, the kids though, the kids, bro, come on now. I
Yeah. And that be the thing, like
don't know,
it
but
should
then
be.
again, it's like, uh, go ahead, my fault.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, you good.
Well, yeah, I was
Nah,
just gonna say
it
like,
just kind of reminds me of what Boosie said.
what should
Nah,
remind you of what?
it remind me of what Boosie used to say back in the interview about them like putting it out there like that and all of that. Like that shit crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. And see, and that be the thing, cause like it's like, okay, whatever you doing, like that's cool, but don't push that on to my children. Don't force that on to my children. Don't try to do that
Yeah,
like you're not even trying to give these children a chance to come up with that, make their own decisions or nothing. It's like, nah, here, boom, take this, take this, and
yeah,
and take it and
yeah.
take it and take it and take it,
Force
and we just
feed.
gonna shove it down your throat. Yep, we're gonna force feed it. We're gonna force
Yeah.
feed it.
They need to let this shit take natural course. That's how I found
It
out.
all
You find out by playing catch a girl, kiss a girl. That motherfucker don't kiss that girl, he wrote that way. You send them over there and let that motherfucker play jump rope at an early age. Until then, you supposed to let them get that experience so they will know. But if you sitting here telling these kids that it's all right for them to like the same set, that's the first thing gonna be in their mind because their minds are sponges. Just gonna soak it all up.
Right. And they not just telling them through they not just telling them through words. They telling them through visuals, toys, just all kinds of stuff, clothing, pictures, just
yeah,
everything that appeal, colors,
all the shit is
everything that appeals
crypto.
to a child, all the things that appeal to a
Crypto
child.
messaging like a motherfucker.
So that's the programming right there. That's the programming. Because
That
just
also kind
imagine,
of reminds me of when H&M had that shit for the kids with the shirt that said coolest monkey in the jungle or whatever and had a black kid wearing it. I said
yep,
cut it out. I said cut it out, yo.
yep, that wasn't no accident.
Hell no. Show fucking wasn't.
Yeah, that wasn't no accident. Problem TV said
Mm,
Tu Wong Fu took people's favorite actors and pushed the agenda. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
big
That's what
fat
I mean
prob.
too. Like they they was already warming people up to it. They was already warming us up to it.
Big facts.
So it's like you accept it now. Most people anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's just really about the majority. It's really about the majority. It ain't about like
hmm
everyone.
Hey, y'all know what the perfect movie was? What's going on right now? Joanna
What's
Man.
that? Oh, yep.
Yep.
Hey, because you see now you see the transgender trying to fight so they can play in sports with women.
Yep.
Oh, I did see that one. I did see that one video of the Joan and the one basketball player too. That shit was crazy. There's a UFC fighter
Oh,
like
yep.
that, and there's a basketball player.
And that's who
I already
mentioned that?
know.
Judge Joe Brown that mentioned that. Judge Joe Brown that mentioned that on
Mm,
what was that? Uh, was that the Kwame Brown interview? Yeah. Yep. Judge Joe Brown that mentioned that on the Kwame Brown interview. He was talking about a young lady that he knew, like her family and stuff, and she had seen him in a parking lot or something, and her whole arm was in a sling. She had like broken bones. She was talking about she was on a wrestling team and she was in college. She got a scholarship. She was on a wrestling team. And they had transgenders on the wrestling team too. And she had to wrestle with them. And she told them that she wasn't trying to do that because they was men. They told her she was
damn.
gonna lose her scholarship if she didn't get out there and wrestle with them. So she got out there and wrestled with him, got hurt.
Damn.
And he was saying like girl had a friend and she got hurt. She got like broken ribs and fractured bones and stuff.
Hey, yo, ain't that a form of domestic? Ain't that like a
Right.
form of?
And I don't care how much you're trying to dress yourself up to look like Britney Spears, you are still Chris Brown.
Right.
Yo,
It should be. But see, that's what I mean
huh?
too when I say like they've
Yo,
been
but
go ahead.
Let me slam my girl right now. Watch what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you're gonna go to jail.
that shit
You're gonna go
crazy.
to jail.
That shit crazy.
But that's what I mean when I say they've been warming us up to it because watch, check this out. All these all these marches and bills that they've been fighting for and getting passed for these years,
Hmm.
it got that incorporated in it. So peep game. A lot of women was with this movement this whole time, right? So now these same women have kids who may want to be in sports and contact sports. And instead of them being able to be in it with another woman, they got to be in it with another man that's dressed like a woman, presenting itself like a woman. And you was fighting for this however many years ago, and now your kid got to be a victim to one of these people. Imagine that.
Bro,
On the real.
like what? Like nope, I ain't even gonna say it. I don't even want to say it because it's rude. So
Genocide.
I don't want to get modest.
Genocide.
Yeah,
That shit crazy. That they
that,
trick their minds and make people like, yeah, this is when really like, you know, whatever they was doing and indulging in, like whatever people's want their sexuality to be, like they by God given right, like we can do whatever we want to do. So they shouldn't even have to fight for that. It should have just been like, but just the same way with us, the same way we fight for shit, they make everybody feel like they need to fight for something. So they got motherfuckers fighting for shit just so they can put that agenda before the people who've been getting fucked over for years. Because like if we speaking about just like our people, like this,
Mm-hmm.
you you a melanated person. You a so-called black person before you're anything else. Before your sexuality, before your beliefs, before anything, you this. So you want to be fighting. You want to be fighting for your true rights before anything. Not to because if you fighting for your true rights, that'll knock over anything else that you're trying to do.
That's facts.
Bro,
So
that
they
shit
playing
is
the
just
game on motherfuckers, and they making people fight for some shit so they can push an agenda. It's basically what I'm saying.
that shit sound like Sodom and Gomorrah though. All like just like I don't know, yo. I don't know. That shit just weird. That shit weird. And that's straight genocide. Just like homie said, Nate, bro, you get that shit on the head. Straight genocide. Like and pushing the narrative like just to force feed that. I don't know.
And, but pay attention. You know look who be always at the forefront of it too. Yeah, and they know that
and looking crazy and looking like it's all hate. Like it's not hate, but then again, like bro, who are you to raise my child and tell them what is what and tell them who they can be already at whatever age? That ain't
Hey,
going down like that.
let's see the person that leading this movie. Ain't you from a Viking descent?
Oh,
Them people up there in that podium. I ain't gonna get racist. They from Viking descent. Just check it out.
oh,
Look at the people's last names. Look at these people's
oh,
last names and them lawyers. Look at their
oh,
last
yeah,
name.
yeah.
They from Viking descent. Come on, I ain't got to speak no more on what they used to do to each other.
Yeah, they come from a lot of
Discuss.
twisted. Yeah, disgust. Yep, we'll leave it at that. A lot of disgust.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
facts.
fact. So yeah, we for sure
Frustrating a
gotta.
little bit though on my end. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's very frustrating and it's sad on my side. I ain't gonna cap.
No, I get it. I get it because like I ain't gonna hold you. Like when I first started, like that's like the first step to the information. Like it make you mad and it make you frustrated and it make you emotional. Not saying that you're emotional right now, but I'm just saying like that's part of it. That's part of it. Whether it's like now or later, whenever it is, you feel me? That's part of it, right? So
hmm
that's it seems like from what I've noticed, like that's always like the first layer of it. It make you frustrated, it make you mad, it get you emotional, nigga. You know, you already know. You wanna
hmm
oh
hmm
yeah. So
But it's all about, like you said, about guidance too. Like it's about guidance, teaching. You know the moral aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like it also
right,
comes into that. Like we have to do our part on our end when it comes to that.
right. No, that's a
So
fact, cause like the child's biggest or the first school for the child is home. It should be because that's where you
hmm
learn your morals and your character
hmm
and shit. So when they get to the school, they'll be able to conduct themselves a certain way. But see, another thing with that is what I've learned is like we can't pay attention to that'd be one of our biggest things in our community too. Like our parents put all their faith in the school. Like you'll come whoop your kid ass for something that happened at school. I know because I've done it. It was done to me, and I've done it to mine once upon a time, right? So
hmm
you'll come whoop your kid ass because of something that the teacher said when them teachers not even all there, and they be like they smart. We got to keep in mind these teachers are smarter than children, so they do things to agitate these kids as well. These
Right.
teachers do things to agitate these kids, but when we put the school over the children, we send the message that you're not safe at home. Home is not where the heart is. It's not where your foundation is. You shouldn't feel your most comfort here. So now they going to find it somewhere else. That play a part in them going to find it somewhere else. That's one of the ways that
Yeah.
that can be done. So I've learned that
But all right.
what the schools say, like, that's
Go
cool.
ahead, my fault.
I learned like what the schools say, that's cool. So I'll take it and listen, and then I'll question my child on my own, and then and put through and put together what I want to put together. But it ain't gonna, like, I'm gonna talk to them and I'm gonna break down the situation and I'm gonna give them the game the way that they need the game. And like, I ain't gonna whoop them, but it might be some kind of it might be, depending on what it was, it might be some kind of consequence or something. But the consequence may not be in correlation to what happened at school though. The consequence may just be in correlation to a thought process, or
Right.
something like that. Me just
Right.
knowing like this is not your character, or when I ask more questions about why did you do this and really get to getting down to the nitty gritty about what they was thinking, I'll come up with a decision of a consequence then. But it may not even, a consequence may not even come. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I
And
don't
see,
want
my
them
thing
thinking
was,
that
yo,
that.
like when I
Go ahead.
see as a kid growing up, for me, oh, my fault, my fault, my fault.
No, you good. I'm go ahead.
When it comes to like me growing up as a kid, like if I ever got into trouble or some type shit, like my pops, like I don't know, like my pops would look at me and be like, "Yo, why'd you do this, yada yada," and then when I tell him like the truth or whatever, like his girl or whatever at the time would like be like, "Oh, that's just an excuse." So then she look at him, and then he look at her, and then he look at me, and then he be like, "What you want me to do?" Oh no, yo, like the shit was weird. Like she was, I guess she was expecting him to like, I don't know, just go crazy on the nigga cause I guess like that reason wasn't good enough at the time. I don't know.
Tape on shit, that shit ain't gonna work.
That shit was funny though. That shit used to be funny.
Hey, that's funny you say that, because like that's like that be a big, that's a huge key too with like relationships and parenting, because like the parents got to be on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Parents got to be on the same page. So if she would have already, if she was up, she didn't know, but she wasn't on the same page with your pops. Because if she was, she probably wouldn't even thought, she would have already knew. Like, man, well, that wasn't really nothing. So it ain't even no reason to
Yeah,
go
but she used to bug out, yo. Like she used to like be like every time, oh, that's an excuse, and it really be the truth. But even if it was the petty truth, it'd still be like, oh, it's not good enough. Like, I don't know, yo.
Yeah.
And shit was weird. Like
Nah.
my dad wouldn't really like he would bug out, but he wouldn't really like bug out. Like he would trip for a little bit, but he wouldn't really like trip on me. Like unless it was like big shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we graffitied the school one time my senior year type shit. That's when he really fucking tripped on a nigga. Like
Well, we just smoked one first.
Graffiti to school.
yeah, that was our
What
senior
you,
prank, yo. Like that was our senior prank, yo. So I mean, shit, fuck it.
hey, what you write on it?
Kiss our class goodbye, but we really meant ass. And then we at the time we had a little lingo term called foofing, which meant like fucking. So we used to ask if Miss So and So was foofing. So we put that shit on there, like simple shit. Nothing crazy.
Just being young.
Yeah, young and dumb. They caught us on the surveillance at Walmart. It's cool. Little chick snitched us out. We got her. It's cool.
Oh, y'all got caught.
Yeah, we
And
got
that's the
caught.
hey. And I'm
They
glad
ain't
he
let us
said
walk
that.
across the stage. None of that.
I'm glad he just said that because this is the other thing when people fuck up as parents. First of all, you don't chest tag your kids for shit kids gonna do. First of all, you bought the crayons in the market, motherfucker. This motherfucker's 1 year old, 2 years old, maybe not even that, and walking and crawling. What the fuck you think she's gonna do? He or she's gonna do what with the markers?
You
So you do not
did.
test your kid for doing shit kids do. That's what we do. You supposed to be writing graffiti on the wall. That's what the fuck we do. That's what we
Mm-hmm.
do. We ain't trying to mean no harm, but if you really look at what I just did, this is work of art, motherfucker. And if you encourage that motherfucking art I'm doing right now, how you know I might not be the next Picasso? So you don't
Hey,
chastise your
fact,
kids for shit
fact.
that kids do when kids, you know what kids do. Now, if your motherfucking cousin, your brother, your little niece, your sister, your son out there sucking dicks, yes, you supposed to say something at an early age. Yes, you're supposed to say something about that. Now you want to smoke weed and drink with your kid, but now when your kid do some shit a kid supposed to do, now you want to fuck them up. Oxymoron.
Yeah, get him though. Talk your shit, nigga.
I'm just saying, bro. Bro, I just told you after last week.
Nah, that's facts. No, all that shit
No,
is
that's for
facts.
real.
That shit
That's what
wild
we.
though. But yeah,
That's
let
what
it
we've
let a
been
kid
bred.
be a kid, yo. Let a kid be a kid at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. You gotta let him be a kid. And I was, and I think like, I look at it like this: just making sure that when little stuff happen, that we peep with the kids, like just trying to start, just speaking to them more, and also like letting them tag along and do real life stuff with us. That's
On the
like
radio.
that's part of
Hands
being
on.
a man or a woman. And then after we do that, like when we not doing that, boom, let them do their
You know
little
what I'm
kid
saying?
stuff.
Hey, you know what, bro? Not to cut you off. Once again, it goes back to the beginning. They ain't even called being a man or woman. You know what the fuck that's called? That's called being a motherfucking parent. Because that's what the fuck you supposed to do. The TV is not supposed to raise your child. If your child
Mm-hmm.
can't, if your motherfucker,
Mm-hmm.
if your child do not know the multiplication table and his spelling words, how the fuck is that little bastard running around talking about some kill cats and track hoes? That motherfucker sing the whole song. Soon as that motherfucker come on, he know when the beat drop. He hit one part in the song. He know that, oh man, this dirt. Let's back up. Dance around this diaper with his little dumb ass. Cause your dumb ass sitting there thinking that shit cute.
No, that and that be it. That be in our community.
Yep. Facts. Hey, this shit crazy.
We
Hey,
do
he ain't lying though.
we
He
do
know
see
all the words to Hellcats and track.
no, we do. We do see that. And and then like we've been programmed to think that it's cool to post it and show other people like this is what my child doing.
Hey, on the rib, I'm going to make a
Mm-hmm.
broadcast of me being a failed parent and my son being a dumbass. Look at this, TikTok. TikTok. If you over 12, I'm being nice with this. I'm gonna even say 13. And you on TikTok, you need to get you a motherfucking life and start broadcasting your kids doing the stupidest shit on TikTok, embarrassing that goddamn boy. Because remember, some of this shit don't come down. He might see it. You really recorded that? Now you done traumatized to fucked up your kids. That's where it goes back to them people that color fuck up with their kids. They do the weirdest shit around their kids. They wonder why Billy killed the whole household.
Yes, sir.
Billy, 8 years
You ain't lying
old,
about that
he
either.
got all the Grand Theft Autos, but he decided to go put on the motherfucking trench coat and a hat time out. I'm Keanu Reeves. I'm shooting the school up, Matrix. But you wonder why he do that.
Yep.
See, that's another thing.
He finally found a way to get out his anger and frustration about how y'all been treating him. life.
So instead of killing y'all dumbass, he gonna get you up the whole motherfucking school.
Right. And sometimes he do it, and sometimes they do the parents too.
You know what I'm saying? And when people wonder why I be speaking
That
on this
shit
shit and be mad about this
crazy.
shit, you want to know why? Because I help kids in school. It might be your dumbass kid that's trying around and try to kill my kid because your kid's a stupid motherfucker. So yes, I have to speak on this shit. Because get
Now I
your
gotta
dumbass
beat
kid
your
in
ass and
order.
kill you.
On the real. Because you didn't get your dumbass kid in order. And I seen it, bro. I was living with these white people. Bro, I used to watch that kid. Man, this little stupid motherfuckers running around the house doing all type of dumb shit. I'm on the phone with my OG, right? Out there in Peoria, Illinois. My OG like, who the fuck is that? I like, man, that's these people's son. She like, put his mom on the phone. I guess my mama told her to call him over. I don't know what the fuck, but I know what she did. Because she did it to me, put the fear of God in his ass. He was good for 2 weeks. And that's what you got to do. People got to understand. As a parent, you are not a friend. You supposed to fear God and then me. Ain't nothing else. There's nothing else to fear.
That's the thing too. Got to separate. Parents got to separate that whole let me be your friend and all of that and I'll be the parent type shit. Like that's another thing that's going on though. Everybody trying to be their kid's best friend instead of just being the parent first. For real.
And now let me get off the parents. Cause I ain't just on y'all, you OGs, so-called OGs. You ain't 21. You 21 years old calling yourself OG. First of all, you need to go back to your parents. Because you's a stupid motherfucker. You don't know shit. How the fuck you an OG? And the real OGs, you need to get y'all dumb ass up and go start talking to them kids.
Hey, they be calling the little homie big homie.
A lot of the real OGs, they like they don't they let me see. How can I say this? They don't know about the fight that's going on now. You feel me? Or maybe they like they've been battling. Okay, they've been battling so much that it's like now it's just like they ain't got no more fight in them. That's how I'm seeing. That's how I'm seeing it.
And that goes mentally and physically.
Yeah, mentally and physically, because a lot of these dudes is in bad shape because of all the bullshit, the circumstances, the food, and all that kind of stuff that they've been subject to for these last few years. Matter of fact, I got
the lifestyle they choosing to be in, the lifestyle these niggas is also choosing to have too. That's another reason why they out of shape and looking bad out here, chasing, thinking they 21 and shit like that. Like, I don't know. That shit weird.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I also be thinking like, because like all the stuff that these dudes then missed out on, all the shit that they've been programmed to do. Because like when you like niggas was jailing when I was down and shit, niggas was jailing. So it's like when you get out here, you just wanna do some shit really. Feel me? It's not really about all the stuff that it was about 20 years ago, 25 years ago. Like your mind is not even on that no more. The way that they look like the way that they know to be a helpless society is whatever ways that they give them, which is like they be doing these little programs. They come talk to the kids and this and that, and and that's cool. But it's like it's more that these kids need, and it's like these dudes they can only give what they got.
Yeah,
They can
but
only give
then
what
it's
they
like,
got.
bro, they need a whole nother type of influence to show them, I guess, that standard then, because what they really because what they look up to is something that they'll also listen to, I guess, at the same time, like an athlete or I don't know, somebody they really could be listening to a doctor or a fireman or a lawyer, that type of shit. But then again, it's usually the rappers, the athletes, you know what I'm saying? So they just I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
the
It's
that's
about
the
who they really look up to.
and that's
But
the
you know
thing
what?
too, because we got to change that. We got to switch that narrative.
Hey, now he just spoke on exactly what I was talking about when I said the other OG need to speak up. All these motherfucking black doctor, how the fuck a kid can know he can be a black doctor and if these fucking black doctors start getting the fuck up and say something? I'm pretty sure there's a couple of black doctors don't be on some of these platforms that we got going on, and a motherfucker ain't probably doing nothing. That's the problem. Stop not saying something and say something, but then we do and say something. It's about the most stupidest shit in the world. You always want to take action when there's no action to be taken. Then you want to try to take action about some shit you had no control over. This we have a control over.
Yeah,
Right.
thanks though.
And it ain't much. It ain't much at all, but it is a couple that do be saying something, but it's not much.
Right. You can't put it out there. You
Yeah.
got to put it out there. You got to keep pushing. Somebody's going to listen. You got those
Right.
that ain't. I know the ones that's not going to listen. If you killed my brother, there's nothing you can tell. And I'm at that right now, one of my little brothers. So I understand that. But as far as these other dudes that think this is all it is, no.
It's another
No.
way. It's other ways.
And real.
So many other ways. But they gotta want to take that information in. They gotta want to be the sponge too, though. Saying they gotta really be the sponge.
They
You don't
do.
have to
They
fit
do.
the. They my fault. My fault.
No, you good. Go ahead.
No, just saying they don't have to like fit the stereotype. Like you don't have to like, yeah, that's cool if that's really what you're passionate about. Notice I said passionate about, but then again, don't do it just because everybody else is doing it or it's cool at the time. Go find what being you, you know what I'm saying? Go find out what you like. Go, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be something different, go be that. If you want to be an astronaut, go be that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go be a photographer, go be that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to vlog, go do that. If you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's other ways. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Like,
and that's just like what I was just saying about you. Now instead of motherfucker cursing him out and pointing their finger at what he drew on that wall, you know what they supposed to did? It's being his elders. Direct that attention to this person. Let me show you this platform. Let me show you this canvas. What it's called.
Mm-hmm.
That brother ain't no telling what type of thing this brother been doing right now as far as art.
Yeah.
Because nobody
that's
say
why I
nothing.
kind of thank God for music.
See what I'm saying? And that's why they see that's what he actually wanted to fucking do. See, goes to the parents too. Because just because you're a good parent don't mean you're a good parent. My mom and dad were great parents, but no, they weren't always good. It's the same thing. Some things they didn't pay attention to. Some things they did. So I had to learn from my experience. Like, all right. But yeah.
And see, that's fucked up because they should support. They should support whatever your child is excelling at, or you see a talent in, or some type of growth. They should automatically look at that as like, okay, we should support this because he might or she might have potential. You know what I'm saying?
On the real. And that's fact. That's how it starts. Like, look at all these. Look, I'm against it, but look at the man now. These white women that used to be in beauty pageants and all that, starting their babies off at babies. Kim Kardashian mama just did it. What they just did with that little Kanye West daughter? Already, she ain't even talking yet, but she was on the cover girl Centerfold.
Really?
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Damn. But you ain't lying though. They do it right at the beauty pageant show. That's exactly when it starts. That's exactly when it starts. That's crazy. Yo. I don't know, bro. It's like building a robot, as Stan on that would say. Like it's like building a robot.
It gotta be,
uh,
it gotta be, it gotta be put into them young. It gotta be put into them young,
mm-hmm.
and they gotta see the parents doing whatever it is that we trying to instill in them. It got to be put into them young. They got to see us doing it, and we got to keep in mind like it's just like a lesson, so it's gonna have to be repeated. It's gonna have to be repeated. Like
Mm-hmm.
it ain't no way around that. I'll be having the. I'll be. Oh, what's the name? Got bumped out. I'll be having the.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah, I just noticed.
There you go.
Yeah, who got some music? Okay. Um, I'll be having to, keep that pressed on my conscience too. Like, it got to get repeated. We're going to have to say the same things over and over. We're going to have to give examples over and over. Like one thing I found was a tip, or actually I didn't find it. My queen, she had came up with this idea. She said, whatever point we trying to get through to the kids, let's act it out. Like we some
Facts.
actors. Act it out, and
Oh,
then show them what they do, and show them what a better way to go about it or handle it. So then they
mm-hmm.
get to see it
Mm-hmm.
in live action, and they get to looking goofy and laughing because they get to see how silly they look, and then they also get to see a way that a better way that the situation could have played out. But the thing with that is that got to
Yeah.
be done uh, often too. So just at
Yeah.
that
That's a
point, then
fact.
then being
That's a fact.
consistent becomes a battle. Being consistent becomes a battle, but like just that right there is a huge tool and a huge trick that, and it's something so simple that we wasn't taught. We never learned in the household. But once you get it, then it's about just trying to keep it pressed on your mind. And you might have to get a whiteboard or something to just remember, like, okay, these is different ways that I can give game to my children. You feel me? That they gonna pick up on because kids
I'm
learn
gonna,
shit
I'm gonna,
from
I'm gonna definitely,
moving
I'm
around
gonna
and
definitely
shit.
keep that in mind.
Yeah, kids do more learning
Mm-hmm.
when they not
That's a
not
good thing.
necessarily when they sitting down, but when they up moving around and doing shit and learning shit.
Mm-hmm.
And not to say
Gotcha.
they can't be in front of a board either, getting some shit off a board, but just like if it's incorporated with some visuals, it makes
Mm-hmm.
it that much better.
No, that's facts. Hey, keep that definitely in mind. Cause right now we're like right now, putting in his mind where he's gonna have to start doing like ways of earning money, like chores and shit like that. We're programming that into the system now. So yeah, I
Right,
definitely
right, right,
understand
right.
on that.
Yeah, that's for sure gonna help that too.
Hmm.
That's for sure gonna help that
Just
because it's
another,
gonna
just another
guide them.
way of showing like, you know, earning type shit.
Mm-hmm. Yup. Yep. Because that's how you gonna get stuff out here. You gotta put something in for it. You gotta wager something. You gotta trade something.
Hmm.
You gotta
And he's got
trade
a
something.
dog, so he's also, he's also learning. He's also learning too. You know what I'm saying? What it's like having a dog. So you know what I mean. But he's doing good. He's doing good. Dog's trained up and everything. So I ain't even hating on him.
No, that's a fact. It ain't nothing wrong with that. I look at it like because my kids they ask me for a pet, and I don't mind getting a pet. I think we had a fish before,
Mm,
but they wanted a pet now. which a fish is still a pet because you gotta clean it. You gotta clean the stuff. But they wanted something that was
Oh
gonna
yeah,
crawl around,
facts.
and I'm like, man, when I got the fish, when I got the fish, it's just like, okay, well, I can I can manage that. Even though when I got it, that was a task. That was a task. I'm like, man,
You did exactly. Hey, you gotta tell me because he got those two. He got those two. He got like two things. But right now the big test. He wants a lizard, yo. He wants a lizard. I don't know
oh
why,
man,
but
a lizard.
yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why, but
Hey,
yeah.
hey, why somebody in the chat room just said how you feel about pretty much how do you feel about a motherfucker having kids that pretty much ain't responsible for themselves? This check this out, people. If you have an animal or ever had an animal and you at a certain age decide to have a child, this is what you think about first. If your dog still shit in your house and you clean them shit behind your lazy ass trifling ass dog and this dog is grown, do you think you should have kids? Does that mean your training abilities is what?
I'll be damned because Guap don't do that over here.
No, not speaking on you.
Guap
I'm
knows
just
better.
speaking in general.
No. I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking shit. I'm talking shit in the chat. I'm talking shit in the chat.
And kids, check this out. If you still standing in line to go get mics, man or woman, you still standing in line to go get mics, you should not be having children.
Mm-hmm.
To go get what?
Stand in line to go get the mics. You know how everybody be standing in line, they be lying around right around the corner.
To get mics? What's that?
The Jordans.
Oh,
to get a pair of mics.
Oh, okay.
That's the time. That time you was sitting there, had your car sitting there, hot ass car, mad to the motherfuckers. Your dumb ass wasn't standing in line for 3 days to get a pair of Michael Jordans. You know you could have been doing some outside activities with your child at that time.
Yeah, that is a waste of time.
Niggas be wasting the whole Saturday.
Right. just to throw them on and scuff them up.
Look down here. Look down here. Stan. Them niggas. Look. Same shoes, same outfit.
Same shoes, same outfit.
Yeah, and they all looking at each other, dumb as fuck. No offense, yo. I love them, but yo, what the fuck?
So you saying everybody down there
crazy,
they
bro.
looking the same? Everybody look the same.
Yeah, man. This shit is crazy.
Like similar to how like if you go in the club and everybody look the same, then
hey, white tees and all, bro. White tees and all. It's cool. Do what you do. Designer ain't that great because that shit the shoes is uncomfortable as hell, but y'all can do that too. I ain't mad. They don't like us, but you can wear them if you want.
yeah, that's most definitely a scam. And I was no, what that? Let me see if I got that. I don't even know if I got that. I don't even know if I saved that. I might have, but I might not. But I had some information. But all the top designer companies that people buy from, they are owned by one family.
Who that family is?
I'm about to see if I can pull it up.
But
See if I can pull it up.
I don't know, yo. It's like they got the information, but they just don't give a fuck. It's cool though. like, bro, I don't know, yo.
You said they got what?
They've heard it loud and clear several times on all platforms of social media, but motherfuckers is still going out there to cop. So, yo, niggas just don't give. I shouldn't say that, but we don't give a fuck.
I wouldn't necessarily say we didn't give a fuck. I look at it more like the programming is heavier than that. Than just
Yeah.
because like if everywhere you go, this is okay, because like you would have to get rid of your friends and shit to not see that kind of stuff. You got to get rid of your friends. You got to go get new friends. You got to start a whole new life, damn near to not be around that kind of stuff. So it's like
That's wicked. That's
it's kind of
wicked.
hard on that aspect.
But then
That's
that's kind
what
of like you living a double life, though. Like, you ain't gotta do that, man.
who live. You said it's like you living a double life. What you mean?
Yeah. Like, if you decide to be with one group of people and then you realize, oh, you like certain shit, so you gonna go drop this crew to go be over here with these people, and then you gonna try and adapt to their lifestyle because that's what you've always wanted. Like, I don't, you ain't got, and then you ain't gotta do that.
Okay, repeat that again. Say that again.
It's like if so it's like a double life only because say if you're hanging out with one group of people that isn't on that type of time, but you mentally know that that's what you like or whatever, but so you go ahead and drop that group of people that you've been with to go be with another group of people that actually live that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And then you go ahead and try to adapt to that because that's what you've always wanted mentally. But then again, it's like you know they don't fuck with you. And I'm only saying that as far as the Louis, the Gucci's, and all that is concerned type shit. Like, uh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But you know they don't fuck with you. But yet you're like, oh, but I've always wanted this. But I'm aware it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause ain't nobody was on with what I was trying to be on. Like I don't know. I don't know. It's like, oh, I'm never gonna wear Nikes again. Like, I don't know.
I think it's just
I'm also kind of selling my bad.
you said you also kind of what?
Stoned.
Little herbal life. Let's get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, from what I'm seeing, like it's it ain't just that. It ain't necessarily about people fucking with them. That's not the reason why people is getting a designer. They thing is like we ain't never had no light shined on us. We didn't know that the light is really from within. The light is within us, and we shine it out. We already got the
Mhm.
light right here. We just don't know how to um, let it shine outwardly all the time. But so we want attention. Most people like the the breakup of our household was also like they knew it would take away the the way that people can parent officially because if you already don't know how to parent and you haven't um, a child, you don't know how to give them the proper attention because you came into parenting a certain way, unaware, uninformed.
Fact.
Your parents didn't give know how to give you the right attention and don't have multiple kids because you're really not going to be able to give your child attention because you didn't even you had your first one, but you couldn't even master that or halfway, really fully grasp it. Then you had another one. Then you had another one. Now you got so many. That's why we see parents using that's why we see parents using the other kid and making them like the parent. They'll use the eldest kid and make them like the parent type shit. That's why we see a lot of that shit going
Mm-hmm.
on because
Mm-hmm.
since we wasn't prepared and didn't get direction and we came into these things faster than we thought we would. Um, we came into these things faster than we thought we would. We still want to be young. We still want to enjoy our life. We still want to do the things that we felt like we missed out on that other people is doing who don't got kids. So
Yeah.
we can't even grasp the fact that I got to start slowing down and really and slowing down is not just like staying at home, but it's like being active with the children, giving
Being a
them attention,
parent.
taking time out your day to play stuff with them, um, teach them stuff. And we got it like they make us feel like it's gonna be a lot. And a lot of times when I be doing stuff with my a lot of times when I be doing stuff with my children, like it don't take a lot of time. It can be 15 minutes here, 10 minutes of
Mm-hmm.
this, 15
Mm-hmm.
minutes of this. You feel me? Like it ain't
Fact.
it's a mental thing because we wasn't given it's a mental thing because we wasn't given these kind of tools. The ugly truth. What up, fam?
Good blessings, fam. What you saying?
Yes,
I ain't
sir.
gonna
Yes,
want to
sir.
jump in like that. You said something I wanted to touch it on.
Okay. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead. Do your thing.
You said because they're not equipped with it because they weren't getting it from their parents because they were lacking it growing up. Did you say it was somewhat of a strain to provide, or I didn't get after that? I'm sorry.
You said did I say that it was a strain to provide?
Yeah. So you get off like you started off when you said they didn't get, let's say they didn't get attention from their parents. That's what you were saying. On the lines of that, should I say? They weren't getting much attention from their parent. If they would be equipped enough to give, I don't. I'm paraphrasing here. I'm paraphrasing now, to be honest with you. I don't want to put no words in your mouth. But what I thought, or the reason I wanted to say something about it is because I would say that is process of elimination. If you look at it, because what who I am today, I would use that as a guide as where I would like my child to be. I know I lacked this from my parent growing up. So why was it lacked? How was it lacked? Let's say time, for instance. Most of us, well, most of everyone in our community, it's mostly time, not much guidance. You don't have a firm hand there from both parents. So let's say for a woman, why should I place myself in a position to have a baby with a man I can obviously see won't be able to give me something as basic as time? If you're absent in our relationship, that doesn't mean you won't be absent. See, I can see you being absent in parenthood. Okay, so I won't place
Mm-hmm.
myself in that position. So I feel it's with the equipment within parenthood, even if you don't have the unlocked ability, it can always be, it should I say, always be easily gathered because you just simply mirror who you are today. Who am I? Am I happy with the person I am? Why am I so impatient? So you have to reflect on yourself. You see, because you're raising a new life. You don't want that life to just be a replica of the life you've lived. Because let's be honest, no one's happy with the life they're currently living, even if they're filthy rich. So you
Fact.
step back,
True.
and you look at yourself. You reflect on it's self-reflection. Because a child simply mirrors the actions of their parents. when you want to make your child read more, you don't tell them to read. You read. A child learns from watching. That's the first thing I see. That's what
And it
you
goes
see and you
along
do.
with
The child sees.
got
So
the
it's
act.
there you go. So that's what I want. That's how I wanted to jump into, because the ability is easily unlocked when you simply just self-reflect. But if you're simply just gonna be, oh well, I never got a car at this age, so I'm gonna try to provide a car for my child at 16 because I never had a sweet 16 and that's what I wanted. No, you're just forcing your life onto the child. You're setting goals and expectations that, depending on who that individual is unrealistic. Because if you haven't reached or touched the pinnacles of your goals and aspiration, why then set them onto a child?
No, that's facts. Those facts.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's what it. And I think, and I and I believe that people don't want to do that because when you do that, it unlocks all of your traumas and your skeletons at that
That's
point
facts.
when you got to self-reflect because everything this is it's a cause and effect, so it's a reason for everything. Like it don't just happen out of thin air, right?
Yep.
And I feel like that'd be one of the biggest things with why people don't want to self-reflect.
There you go. And with that alone, it goes to show you growth is uncomfortable. So anyone who's saying they're growing and they're comfortable with it, it ain't really or deep and true growth within self. Because growth is really uncomfortable with you saying. No one wanna look into the closet, see how much skeletons they actually do have. How do the skeletons actually look? No one wanna do that. You're right. Growth is uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's what
Man,
I don't know.
Yeah,
You
no,
gotta also build that character in them to develop to develop them into oneself as far as them being themselves, and also what you do as far as guiding them as a parent, as of what you do as yourself. So keep that in mind as always as a
Hey,
mental
for
note when
real.
it comes to parenting.
Because bro hit it right on the head. Because you had a fucked up childhood and you had to struggle hard to get your shit to where it be. You know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to teach your kids these things.
there you
Hmm.
go.
Show you where I came from and how I got to where I be. That's why I use myself as an example. My kids ask me, Daddy, why you always going away from us? Because I'm always in jail. And I don't like that. I don't want to be away from my kids. So I ain't going to do what you do. So they love school.
Yeah. But at the same time, you gotta show, to no disrespect me. I can't even say I'm outside looking in. At the same time, you gotta show them, yeah. You see me? It's more than that. You see me? It ain't just you going jail. It's like, uh,
Learning from mom. I don't. No, they're just to learn from my mistakes.
there you go.
These mistakes I'm making, I don't want you to make the mistake. Because if I would have changed my mistakes right here, then at that point in my life, y'all wouldn't have been my kids for a while. Now, my mistakes got to be my kids. I love them. But if I would have if I would have curved certain mistakes, I would play ball.
There you go.
I fucked it
So
up. I can't blame nobody else. I fucked it up. So what I got to do as a father right now? Teach them how not to fuck up.
there you
I
go. But
explain to you how I fucked up, then I teach you how not to fuck up.
you always gotta look at it with a positive way. So it ain't a mistake unless you ain't learned from it. It's just a mistake when you don't learn. The minute you learn from it, it's
Knowledge,
not a mistake. It's
knowledge
experience.
does not become knowledge until it become wisdom, and wisdom is something you use in your everyday life. And the prophet said that. I didn't say that. The prophet did.
There you go. There you go. I like that.
Noble Drew Ali said that. So who am I?
There you go.
Thanks, though. But always looking. I'm glad you always looking at the positive, though.
you got to. It's a positive in every single thing.
Yeah, you got to. You got. And they in life they want you to look at it either your glass half full or half empty. But sometimes you just gotta appreciate and think of the fact that you're at the table and you have a glass. You don't always gotta worry whether or not it's half
Right.
full or half empty.
On the
Sometimes
real.
you
And they know where
really
the
just
stars at.
gotta appreciate that you have a seat at the table and you have a glass. Now, whatever's in that glass, you now just have to worry about filling it. And don't worry too much about filling it. You're there now. Gotta look at it like that sometimes.
Damn right. Damn right.
Yeah, go back to what I said earlier. Let these motherfucking kids do what kids do. Let these motherfucking kids be kids. That's why they outgrown and with guns,
But
all this other shit.
nowadays, no, I see.
Nothing
I
else.
would agree with it if it was a different time. But nowadays, you can't say let the kids be kids because if
No,
you
I
see
ain't
the
talking about that aspect. I'm talking about far as, like I was saying earlier. This child is 8 years old and got markers. 7 years old, 5 years old, very young and got markers and crayons. What is this child gonna do with markers and crayons?
We're gonna write on the walls and stuff.
So you got to expect that.
Right on
Do
the
you get
wall.
angry at that? No. You tell them every day when they do it not to do that, but you don't fuck your kid up. That's what
no,
kids
of course,
do. That's what I mean by let kids be kids.
no, of course,
Like a
you
lot of
give
these
them
kids growing
understanding.
up playing video games because a lot of these kids want they parents don't take them to the park. I done been around women like that. I swear to
Yeah, they
God.
need
They child want to go
to
to the
be
park so bad. I love being outside. Like y'all see, I done been outside since I done been out. Since I got back to Chicago, I'm outside. So I taught my kids to be outside. So now they got that aspect of I play the game, but I do want to go to the park and run around. Compared to just the game, idiot boxing it all day. That's why we have no social skills. How the fuck your kid gonna learn social skills playing on Xbox cursing on each other? I heard. I'm listening to it.
Yeah, that's facts.
And you letting it go on.
No, but at the same time, look at it like this. You can't really trust outside no more. Like really,
Yeah,
you can't
but that's the
trust
thing.
outside
But
no
guess
more.
what? How did you learn about life?
No, but look, look.
How did you
What
learn
I'm
about
saying,
life?
let's go
Answer
from
that
going
question. How did you
outside.
learn about life?
From going outside.
So would you rather
Interacting.
your kid go learn that experience outside or compared to some motherfucker that you more than likely know is a predator or a weird motherfucker online?
Okay, now let
And
me
it
ask
might
you a
not be
question.
him. Remember catfishing?
Okay, but let me ask you a question. Compared to when we were going outside and now, was it more of a higher risk that you worrying about your child even getting shot just being in the
Listen
park?
here. I'm gonna say I spoke of that.
It's the violence of what's
Listen here.
going on.
No, it
So
ain't
it
the
ain't
violence.
safe out there.
Hold on.
Silly, because if the bullet don't get them, the streets could get them. The kids ain't really safe out there, even if they're accompanied with an adult. My 2 cents on it. My 2 cents on the topic.
Yeah, no,
I mean, a bullet doesn't have
I
any
get what you
emotion. You right.
I
You
get
right.
what you saying. What's your standpoint?
Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta no, hold on. I'll go to him in a minute. Hey, I heard exactly what you said. I had to let Cuz pull up off the phone on the four-wheeler. He got it running. Let me touch on that. I lost my thought. Hit that back. I wanted to say something because you're right, but at the same token, it was like when you I know exactly what I wanted to say. Dude, we were speaking on the McDonald's situation. Remember, right? Well, there was no, I didn't. I want to talk about that. That's what I want to talk about last night, and it slipped my head because I was half fucked up. I live that lifestyle. I'm pulling myself out that lifestyle right now. Corral them, and I stand on that know a lot about my lifestyle. That I'm pulling myself out of it right now. My kids growing up now safely. Why? Because I know I got beef going on in my hood, these certain parts of the area. Why would I have my kids in the car in that area? It is so. They do know how many places I done took my kids where it's safe to play. And my man's right here tell me. He tell my kids used to be with me. And if they are with me and they got to be in the neighborhood, I'm making sure, guaranteed, nothing's going to happen to them if I live that lifestyle. But most of the time, I'm taking them out the hood. That's why would I have my kids in the hood? Why? There's a lot of safe places to take your kids to play. No, I can't say that. I can't. If you live that lifestyle, you want to be around your children, you have to separate your children from your lifestyle. So yes, you have to live a double life. I lived it for years. My little brother right here will tell you right now, I've been living a double life all my life. Because I got like that part of me. I get your ass all the way together. I don't do drills. I do hits. I lay low. And I'm gonna keep it at that. But
Yeah.
to my daddy, to my son, and to my daughter, even my daddy and my mama, until they really, really found out, then they started schooling me. Yeah, I'm a great friend to him. I'm a big brother to him. I love him, but ask him what I do to a motherfucker I don't like.
You see, but
So yeah,
the
it's a
point of a
double life. You got to separate it, and you got to know how to control it and balance it out. And you don't want your children doing the dumb shit you doing. And I know man and woman I knew have been around me all my life. Don't want me doing what I want to do. But as they say, as I got older, this is what he wanted to do. And he go to jail. He don't cry and complain. He roll with the punches. Because I just got through doing 7 years, 2.5 years ago.
But let me ask you, why do you think that?
You got to separate it, and you got to teach them from your mistakes. Like, you don't do this, and this is how you move. And the internet can't do that. You got to be outside to pinpoint who the people you look at him. Look how he moving compared to how he moving. Would you want to be around him, son, or him? But I used to do it with my kids. My kids got to the point where they'll go to the park and see kids acting like a goddamn fool. Daddy, why they acting like that? Now break it down to why that kid's acting like that. Because I instilled it in you respect. Like tell him I stand on that. Dude got on me. I got on him bad. What I do, then I apologize to that brother at the end of the night and tell him I'll just fuck around. I was just joking.
Oh, you talking about on live that night?
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm fucking around. I don't want nobody hurt. I don't want to hurt nobody. I want all my people to get together and stand up. And my mother, he would tell you that. I've been on that. Peace. I'm one of the peacefulest motherfuckers you can meet. That's why I got an open filter. I ain't do nothing wrong to you. I ain't disrespecting you. I ain't disrespecting nobody else. This is just how I talk. Because I like to keep it real. I'm gonna come straight forward out with it. That's why they're teaching me to control some of my language. As you see, I've been trying to control some of it. Because I have no filter. Because you got to give it to them raw in the way. You got to give it to them. Life hurts. Life hurts.
Yeah,
you gonna go through some shit. You got to show them this shit. The reason they not prepared. This is why everybody talking about depression and all this other shit. First of all, a pill cannot help depression. Depression is a feeling just like happiness and sadness. So a pill cannot treat that. You know what treat that? Listen to your motherfucking child. Stop telling him to shut the fuck up and get the fuck away from me while you on the phone and playing on Facebook. Get the fuck off the motherfucking phone and listen to what the fuck your child had to say to you. You're the teacher.
Yes,
they got a motherfucking question to ask you. So what the fuck you doing so motherfucking if you not going to get no money? And guess what? They should be with you going to get money if it ain't no illegal shit. That way now you are teaching them how to get money legally. Because they seeing you do it. It's hands on, brother. Fuck a book. Bro, I learned hands on. That's why I am. He learned hands on. That's how he is. And I was part of his hands on. It got to be hands on. It takes a village to raise a child, not the internet, not a book, not a song like this, not your iPhone, not your Galaxy. No, definitely not Fortnite.
Yeah, that's facts. I could agree with that.
Okay, but look though, but to reference back to the original thing, is it safe for kids to just be outside the way that we were when we was growing up these days?
Yes, it's safe. Let's just take your children.
No. And no. You see,
now, can they run freely like we did? No, of course not.
Speaking of what you spoke of.
Hold on, let him get it.
What you spoke of just now was accompanying a child on a time out with you. We are speaking of the child going out by themselves. No. You can teach your child as much as you need to and can about the world. It doesn't stop the world from being the world. You don't know what's going to happen. Everything is unpredictable and out of your control. You can prepare the child for likely scenarios, not every case scenario. It's impossible. As much as you teach the child, it's impossible. Because let's say, like you say, you tell your son to go. You can go out today. 150 pounds. You don't gotta ask no one for anything. He goes on the park or he goes cinema. He sees some kid acting the fool. He knows not to play with them or he knows not to sit in that area, like you say. He sees a good group of children, good group of people, teenagers, sat down. Okay, I'll sit there. You see more quiet. The movie starts. When things start, the same quiet people that he thought now snorting cocaine. A girl he interested in now. Sway him to come chill with us. It's cool. You don't know. You can't prepare them for everything. Is what I'm saying. You could teach them as much, and especially with the violence that goes on, especially with the high rate of missing black children, black women, especially with that high rate going up. The mortality for black children, whether it be involved willingly in gang violence, bystanders. You can't trust it unless you secure financially, where even your child being out still poses a risk, but you know the area and the community you in and is well equipped and protected. No, you can't trust the children out. As much as you would like to, as much as you know it's beneficial for them, as much as you would encourage it.
Yeah.
As a parent, you looking into that environment, you're gonna be thinking, I thought it was hard for me back then. This shit, this is outrageous. The stuff that's coming to light now is outrageous. I still befuddled by most of it. That's my standpoint on it.
No, I completely agree with Truth on this.
Oh no,
Like,
I agree with him on that. You can't teach him
You
everything,
can't prepare
but
him
you
for
definitely have to
everything.
prepare him.
You could just do it to the best of your ability. The world is still the world, and the state of the world today, sadly, it's in a bad place. It's in a corrupt place. It's in a corrupt place, not the way the world would see it as a pandemic, or the media would see it as a pandemic. It's in a corrupt
to a
place.
restaurant,
Emotionally,
can't go to a movie theater, can't go to a park, can't go to school.
Exactly. It's in a corrupt place emotionally,
they wiped the man
mentally,
pancake
and
house
spiritually.
outside on the over patio by the pancake house. So they just killed Duck. Rest in peace to Duck, and shout out to his family. Keep y'all heads up. Prayers out to y'all. But bro, they killed Duck in one of the most prestigious places in Chicago, Illinois. See, that's where I'm at right now. For those that don't know, I'm right here in Chicago. I'm right here right now, like literally right here right now. That's where I'm at. And he got killed. I'm able to say it like that. He get killed with Oprah shot. That's when he got killed. So that like that's what fucked up a lot of shit out here. Like literally.
So there you go. It's fucked up emotionally, mentally, and spiritually out here. Don't worry about what the media telling you. Right now, this is
how what else you do? You move it. You get them finances, you get financially stable, you don't like what's going on in your community, you leave. Where you finna go? What the hell you doing?
No, but then look, it ain't just about leaving, because when you leave, only thing you're doing is trading your community and people for another set of community and people who ain't your people originally. The money, the goal, yes, is to get money in the hood and get the hell out the hood. Yeah, I with you on that. But in the long run, it's always people. It's always your people first. See, because why I can't see you and my brother? Why can't I shop in your store? So it's about black nationalism. You might thrive as an individual, but as long as your people still under the thumb and being degraded, in the long run, your kids will still be the same. No matter how much money you get, no matter how much money you get, it'll still be the same. So even if you survive, as long as your people still under the thumb of oppression, subliminally and subconsciously, in the long run, your children will still feel the stripes, feel the licks from it, because it'll still be going on, because the people still suffering, no matter how much money you get. I don't care. No matter who you are, no matter how much money you get, you still gonna feel it. So unless the people come up
earlier, hurt people.
What's that?
It's
I
like
agree with that,
what
but I kind
Vern
of disagree
said
with it
earlier.
because the
Hurt people,
finances
hurt
is the big
people.
problem. Everything.
No, Dexter. I didn't hear what Dexter said. My bad. What you said, Dexter?
Uh,
No, I
oh,
said
I
I
was
agree
just
with you, but I
repeating
kind of disagree with you because
something one of the
finances is the
homies
big part of
said.
everything.
Hold on. Okay, hold on, because we both of y'all talking at the same time. We can't.
Oh, my
Uh,
bad.
Dexter, what you say?
I was just repeating what Vern said earlier when Truth was speaking his facts. Like it's just that it sums up to hurt people too. Like I don't know, man. It's all about influence at the end of the day. Like I don't know, but
Yeah. No, I get what you're
I
saying.
completely on what Truth is. I'm completely on Truth's side on what he was standing on. Like I don't know. And then on top of that, ego and pride. Ego and pride is in the way a lot, a lot.
Basically, no matter where, like this got to be instilled into you. This has to be exemplified to you. This is it's not just like words. It's a lifestyle. The same way we've been groomed to live the way that we live, like we can move places, but you still gonna be the person that you are. I think that's what you're saying, right?
Yep.
What the ugly truth was saying and what you was agreeing to.
Yeah. Because all you
Yeah.
really got to do is self-reflect. Because, like he said, your ego and your pride. And if you self-reflect, you gonna know what you egotistic about. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you can't have a conversation with someone and then they disagree with you without you flaring up or getting mad or feeling some type of way, you are egotistic. If
As hell.
someone like you, it's simply that you literally just have to sit down and evaluate what is it that I do, why do I do it, who is it that I be with, why do I be with it, why do I be with them, why do I do this? It's all the minute you asking yourself the right questions, the answers would be more than you're even looking for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because with pride and like, I'm very prideful. I can lie. I'm very, very, very prideful. And I know that because I'm the type of person to where I know I can ask, let's say my cousin for something. I know I can ask my wife for something, but I won't. I would rather go
Hey, I
without.
swear to God, bro. Hey,
Just
you
give
hit
it
it
a
right on the head
scenario.
with me. Hey, he hit it right on the head with me. Cause
So,
I'm learning that now how to ask for help.
so now I'm noticing, all right, when I don't ask, the answer is always no, and I still suffering. So now with the suffering, that added extra stress, which is unnecessary. In the same way how if I don't ask, the answer is no. If I do ask, the only thing you can say is no.
Mhm.
If you say no, it ain't hurting me.
Mhm.
But if you say yes, it helping. So
Facts.
all you have to do is break it down. Why don't you want to do something? Because of this and this. Like it's the same with them jeans or them shoes and them phone dying, phone.
Breaking up. Damn, what happened?
I know, man. Acting up. I'm gonna go out and come back.
I don't know, but he's froze. I don't know, but Truth is froze.
You good? You good, True? You want to go out and come back?
Yeah, I can hear y'all now. I don't know. I agree. I agree with everything bro was saying though. I'm still with the hands on. I'd rather take my kids out in the world, let them see it, compared to fuck around on some weird shit with this internet shit. You don't even know who your kids now. You don't even know who your kids talking to. Now you really physically and mentally, you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Right. Right.
At least with me being there and showing them how to pinpoint people who to try to be around, at least I know I did my job to show them. Compared to them, let Billy keep playing Fortnite, and I heard the conversations on Fortnite. This conversations going on in other countries. Some of these motherfuckers, grown men and grown women, and you should hear the stuff they be saying.
Yep.
Weirdos.
So at least
Fucking
I'm there
weirdos.
to teach them. See that? That's why I want you to do this and why I do this. Because that like just like goes back to the iPhones and all that again. Put that device down. Your kid asks you, why did you do something? You know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to stop every motherfucking thing you are doing and do what? Tell them why you did it.
Do it.
You tell them exactly why you did it. Because now they want to know why you keep doing this. Since I've been born, I am 8 years old. You always do that, Daddy. Why do you always do that? I stop everything I'm doing and explain to them why I do what I do. Now I'm specifically showing them and asking, giving them the answer to the questions they're asking. Now they are hands-on learning. You tell her, yeah, this is why I'm not going to tell my mom. This is the one that killed me. This is my favorite one. When people say, I just tell my daughter or my son, them away at school. They hear me on the phone. They're like, bro, you got no filter. No, my daughter know I'm in jail. My sons know I'm in jail. I'm finna tell them. They ask me why am I in jail. I'm already convicted. I can tell them over this phone why I'm in jail. Did you do it, Daddy? Yeah, I did it. I'm convicted now. It's over with. Why? This is why. How long you gonna be gone?
I mean, at least you telling you
many years.
Yeah, it's all about how you it's about telling them and how you explain it. How you break it down to them so they can have a clear understanding and get a lesson from it at the same time.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of people feel at. Even me in the beginning, because I was still kind of selfish. Once I got to seeing my selfishness, I see what people say. A couple people around me saying, "I need to start doing this more." But I also got to keep my lifestyle separated from her because I want her to know, but I don't want her to know. Everything is not meant to be known. That's why I call secrets. But I also taught them not to lie. I was taught not to lie. You don't lie to what the fuck you lying to your kids for coming up these college? It ain't no goddamn Santa Claus. You let them know we doing this because we love you. My mom was a Jehovah's Witness. My daddy was Haitian. I tell you what's going on with Christmas. We got that shit just because they loved us. Once we hit a certain age, that shit came in the Macy's bag or whatever the fuck store it came from with the receipt saying you might have to pay me back later. That's some real shit. My mom and dad was hands on. You make it fun. Everything ain't got to be a hard lesson. Once I went to military school, I like that type of action. My dad said it was perfect for me. And I loved it. Because that's my type of activity. I like to be outside. I like running around. I like jumping. I love guns. So, yeah, this is the perfect place for me. And I like knowledge, as y'all see. I love to learn, but make it fun. You got to make learning fun for your kid. Like, once again, it goes back to bro. Instead of telling him, don't do that, let me show you where you do it at. And you're great. Keep at it. Just don't do that again, because this is why you don't do that. Because I'm pretty sure he would have asked the question of why. He would have asked him, why did you do that? You listen to your chat.
Yeah.
I don't care what.
I told him why.
You see what I'm saying? And now you supposed to look at the now here you go. Now this is your why. Okay, you told me why. Now I post as a parent, and you my son, I love you, and I'm seeing this beautiful artwork you did. I love your work. And check this out. You did it the wrong way. You're gonna ask why again, right? Because doing it like that, son, you can go to jail. And I'm in jail. This is why you do it. We're gonna take them to an arts craft store. You buy them canvases.
Mm-hmm.
You get them the proper things they need. Say to the Xbox, my kids used to like to get the arts craft sets. Cause that's how I was raised. I had Legos. I don't give a fuck how no motherfucker feel about that.
Hey, shout out to the Legos though, because I had Legos.
I had them. It showed me how to work with my hands at an early age. That's what it's for.
Mm-hmm.
See, people
I
don't
hate stepping on
understand
them bitches though.
on the rear. But people got to understand you got to be hands-on with your kids, man. Don't let the computer and TV raise your child. That's why a lot of these kids, you let the outside world
at all times.
You see what I'm saying? And then it goes back to that once your child is at that age to venture out on their own. Guess what? Because you done been taking them out and showing them different experiences, showing them different things, telling them about the different things that happen to you, and you really showing them this. Now it's time for them to venture out into work. They know who to be around, who not to be around. Do we all make perfect judgments? We don't. But now they prepared.
That's why preacher kids be going crazy. Look, that's why the preacher kids be going crazy the way they do.
Keeping them isolated. You want to keep them isolated,
letting them grow up and see the world.
There you go, bro. These people gonna understand. Hey. When I stand on that mic, come back on, bro. That's the bro. He gonna tell you where I just came from. I just came from North Dakota, bro. I'm from the east side of Chicago. I was born in England. Fuck was I doing in North Dakota? Ask him. I know that's what you thinking, bro. No, ask your question, bro. You my bro. Ask your question. I know you thinking what the fuck you was doing in North Dakota. Go ahead, ask.
What you doing there, G?
Now, as my brother, and I love you, I'm finna tell you why I was in North Dakota. I want to go. I like to travel. I never been.
All right.
So why not?
Facts. All right. Yeah, see, I ain't mad at that then. I ain't mad at that. Nah, I ain't mad at that. I can keep sitting on D block doing nothing but what I was doing. Or I can go take a whole new life experience and put that a part of my travels. I ain't never been to no motherfucking North Dakota. I don't know no motherfucker around me ever been to North Dakota. I heard about it in commercials. I done read books. I know it was native land originally. I know buffaloes. Mm-hmm. I want to see this shit. So I had the opportunity to go. Mm-hmm. Why not? See, you got to teach your kids this. Buffalo. And you got to teach them how to move safe. That's why you got to be hands-on. Your daughter might have to get on the bus, or your son. Or your daughter, your son, or it wants to be. Got to get on the bus. You have to show them how to ride the bus. Do you want your kids just getting on the bus? Right.
So you just gonna tell me, you just gonna tell little Jilly, go on, Jilly, get on the bus. No, motherfucker. You got to take her to that bus stop. You get on the motherfucking bus with her.
Hell yeah.
Show exactly where the fuck she's supposed to go to her destination. So now guess what you also just did as a parent? Not only did you teach your child how to travel safely, get straight to their destination, you just timed the shit if you smart. I did.
Man,
so now I know how long it takes you to get over.
Be hands-on though. You gotta act though. You gotta act when it comes to showing a child the proper ways of how life works. Like motherfuckers don't do this shit no more.
Because if they don't learn, they're never gonna know. That's it. And you got to show them. No, we can't teach them everything. No, and we can't be with them always. Never. But knowledgeably, wisdomly, yeah, I should always be in your mind. Because this is how you know when you're doing your thing as a parent, especially dads. If motherfucker, his friends, you hear him always telling his friend, man, yeah, man, my dad cool as hell, but man, he get on my motherfucking nerves. You are a father.
Exactly. See,
you just went from daddy to father. You are a motherfucking father, man. Because that's what the fuck they supposed to say. Because that's what mine say, man. My daddy smooth as hell, man. He keep us in all, yeah, he want to be bad in the shoes and all that. Yeah, man, that nigga be getting on my motherfucking nerves, though. My daddy was making me sick. I get a smile on my face when I hear that shit. What the fuck I posted? Because I'm not your friend. You walk in the house, man, my mama here. No, you ain't even gotta take your shoes off right there. Nigga, go in here, kick your shit up on the couch. Niggas, yeah, Steve, go in there, make some eggs. Hey, bro, who gonna call Stacy no more? Hey, mama, what's up? This phone them. I'll have phone them. What? The phone them finna get the fuck out, and before they get the fuck out, they finna watch me fuck you up. And after they get the fuck out, I'm gonna fuck you up again. That's what my mama and my dad used to tell me. You know why? Is that what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing? My dad didn't do that. My mom and them did their party in secret. I ain't find out about my mom and daddy being juke legs until I got a little bit older. Like, y'all be cutting up, huh? But it's
yeah, a lot of kids see that shit early these days.
On the real. And stop arguing in front of your kids. You got a dispute? And I'm talking about legal guardianship. If this man is in that child's life, your boyfriend, your husband has nothing to say about this situation right now. If it's a serious situation, y'all two are talking. And you do not argue for your child. There's other ways to handle it. Without you screaming, they screaming, you a bitch, I'm finna stab you, I'll pop you. All that shit is stupid as fuck. And little Steve standing right here.
Yeah,
you just sometimes Steve like a motherfucker. You just told you bro, you gotta do that. You gotta, and no relationship is perfect. You take that shit somewhere. Figure out a code word. The way that's the way you see it. This situation is gonna escalate with Lil Molly right here. Lil Molly just wanna have a good time with her dad, and you two stupid son of a bitch. That's stupid, dude. Spend your time with your kid. Stop giving a fuck about what these other women are doing. I don't give a fuck that's your baby mama. Y'all not in a relationship no more. Guess what? Y'all not in a relationship no more. You just co-parents. You know, it's just not affecting the stability and the mental and physically and mentally of your child. You have nothing to say about her relationship. Shut the fuck up. He want to beat on her, and she want to be in a relationship where this nigga is beating her motherfucking ass, and vice versa. Don't do that shit in front of my child.
Yeah, I'll just be trying to get custody at that point, because
at that point, and that's exactly what you. At that point, you go for custody if you really love your child. I know a man right now taking care of two of his sweet boys since they was born. He took them from their mom. Ain't put no names out there. Sometimes you got to do that, man. Man, now I'm talking to y'all, so-called men. You think it's cool if your son be walking around with his pants, with his hands hanging out, with his diaper showing and shit? Just because you walk around with your ass hanging out with your pants down, guess what? You're not a father. You're no type of mental or physical or emotional role model for this child. First of all, you teach them wrong already. See, people got to look at that. Once you start having children, shit change. I don't give a fuck who you tell you didn't want that child. I don't believe in abortions. You shouldn't have had that. You should have found somebody that was willing to take care of the child once the child was born, and this shit supposed to be set up. Which I know people around me like that. They have a child, well, somebody in the family willing to take them. But no, you can't be doing that. That's why they got these things called rubbers. And if you a man and you ever in your life said you never want to have kids, go get that motherfucker snip.
Go get a snip.
You don't want no kids? Hey, that way you don't have no accidents since you don't like wearing condoms. Snip. You go have all the pleasures you want and you ain't got to worry about getting some woman pregnant and you know you don't want to take care of the child. If she was this and that while y'all was doing a relationship, what you think she's gonna be doing while she your baby mama? Same thing, vice versa with the women. If he was an asshole, went on shit before you got pregnant by him, so why would you put yourself in a position to be pregnant by him? Now y'all stuck with each other for the rest of y'all life. Yeah. And y'all have a child. Whether you be there or not, you still have ties to her for the rest of your life.
Yeah, man, we really got to change our thinking. We got to change our thinking because, like, women and men to hear this and they're just like be like, not paying no mind or it'll like go over their head.
On the real. You gotta change your way of thinking. I mean, sometimes you
We're
got
not
to change
thinking
your
the shit
mind.
that we condone.
Yep.
That we condone because we condone a lot of shit that
Yeah.
um, that shouldn't be condoned in our communities.
And that's facts. That's why you got to be
Like
hands
if
on
people
to show
just
them.
condoning it, why would I? Why would if you? It's like if you condoning it, why would I do something different?
Right. Right. You let me do this all this time, but now you want me to clean up. I ain't never had to wash the dishes. I ain't never had to wash my own clothes. But all of a sudden, and you were looking at them like, is you crazy? But no, yeah, you are crazy. Did you teach them that?
Right.
Did you teach them how to do these proper things, and that at this certain age, you would know how to do these proper things? Because you're going to live alone. You want to be nasty, so you got to know how to clean. And by doing that, guess what, parents? Then get off your lazy ass and clean your house properly to show the kids how to properly clean. And stop hating and crying, yelling at them about their room and being a mess. Oh, check it out. Your room's a mess. I've seen it. I've seen it. Hands on. Ass right there. Watch it. Multiple relationships. These women yelling at their kids because they hungry. You don't show motherfucker man. What you doing that important? She saying, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. And you sitting there talking bare feet or whatever the fuck about some shit Henry did. And Henry ain't even the baby dad. So now you talking about another nigga in front of your child that's openly like this. This child right here, now you mad. He mad because every time he come over, she calling this motherfucker daddy and dude actually be there. No, you gotta change it. It makes no sense. But it's condoned, like you said, because parents got to start and the community got to start with one. All this Black Lives Matter shit, it sounds good, it's fine and dandy. But check this out, I don't care who give a fuck about me. Fuck Black Lives Matter. I know I matter. When the motherfucker gonna start giving a fuck about our wants and our needs in my community? I want to hear that Black Lives Matter shit because I know who started it. It wasn't even a black woman. I love what she did. I feel her pain, but what about mine? What makes her so important than what the fuck went on in my life and what happened to her? So how many loved ones I done lost? I just lost a little brother a few days ago. So what makes her son more important than my brother? Man, he had his own custom cable company. See what I'm saying?
My condolences.
So, good looking. That's why you have to be hands-on to prepare your children for this type of shit. You got to be hands-on with it. No, you cannot be there all the time. You cannot. And that's a lie. You will be there all the time if you taught them what the fuck you have to tell them. Because every time I get ready to do some dumb shit, I swear, I'm standing there, I swear. Every time I get ready to do some dumb shit now, I hear my mom, my dad in the back of my head. What made me change my thinking? Because I got them constantly in my head telling me, why would you do this right now? Look.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lie. Yes, you would always be there if you taught them.
That game is like eventually it's going. Even if they veer off on the wrong path, eventually they'll come back.
Even when you're on the wrong path, they still there, bro. Every time I do the wrong shit, in the back of my head, my mom and my daddy, why are you doing this? And you just, for emphasis. My mom and my dad always talk to me about keeping too much of things on me. Oh man, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. I'm juking, which I was. All right. So I want to still go stand out there with all these quantities on me. What's gonna happen when the police pull up on me with these quantities? Plan A, I have to run. Hey, you want to run? You gotta be in shape, and you also gotta be smart. Which means, yeah, you need to go to school. There's certain angles and cuts you're gonna need to learn how to run and cut and dip through when you want to be like a dumbass like me and have a lot of responsibilities on you. Now you running, one thing for sure, two things for certain. Once you are spotted directly, you cannot outrun that walkie-talkie. It's facts. You got to know exactly what the fuck you're doing. Try to run that walkie-talkie. It comes with quick thinking.
Yep.
Which need to be taught, hands on. Have you ever? You can check this out. Have you ever on your counter made a mistake, turned, knocked some shit over real quick, and caught it in the air before it hit the ground?
Yep.
If your kid asks you how you do that,
yep,
and you explain to them how,
yep,
then what you know what that is? A father, hands on. They seen it with their own eyes. It could be done because somebody else would have told them, man, it's impossible to do this, man. I seen my dad, and he explained to me how he was able to do it. Which they do need a little bit of schooling for physics. Physics and all that dealing with light speed. But we ain't finna go into all that. But it comes to the parents. And the parents got to change their way of thinking. I don't give a fuck if you did not want to have the child. You have a child now. Both of you have a child now. So now both of you have to change your way of thinking. Unless you want your kid to grow up like that. You want to be one of them parents that glorify that your kid doing that shit. Hey, I'm not speaking bad on you. But don't get mad when you have to go see that same child in a box. Either way. Because it's two boxes. They could be sent in a box for the rest of their life, or they could be sent in a box for the rest of their life.
Two ways, but they both in a box.
See, this was what I'm saying. You know how I taught this? I was taught this life hand on experience. I had uncles coming in and out of the feds, joint Cook County. I got an uncle with life telling me, man, you got to change the way. If you're going to do it, you got to change the way you move. That's how I was able to duck a lot of shit. That's how I just beat them now. You don't go to, you got to teach your kids. If you people that been in these situations and been through jails, you definitely need to teach your children about that. Because I just told my people, I'm not giving them no more. These people ever touch me again. Because I just proved I can beat them. That's my way of thinking. Because they gonna put it in your mind saying you can give up. That's what the plea is. You can no, I'm not playing no more. Fuck you, and I ain't bonding out. I could have touched both bonds. We gave my lawyer 10 racks. I came in and beat him. I beat him. I beat these people 2 in a row back to back.
Back to back.
I wasn't finna bond out no more. Now I told the bro, I literally walked in, and you got to teach your kids about the mindset. That's manifesting the thought. But we ain't finna go into that right now. I kept telling everybody when I go into this motherfucker in front of this Zoom judge, I'm finna let them know exactly what it is. Watch this. I went and sat down, dude, and thought I was playing. My lawyer told everybody we finna talk about a bond reduction. Nah, fuck that bond. It's like, what you mean? What you mean? It's a system. Bentley said, tell that bitch she can drop that motherfucker down to 50 cents, 2 quarters. I'm not giving these motherfucking hunkies not one more dime of my money. Excuse me, that's on me. I'm not giving these people no more of my money ever in my life again because all they trying to do is pull me back in this system by me doing it. I'm not taking a plea, none of that. I'm going to trial. I walked in there with confidence. They was kind of scared. So the judge get to type when they get to talking bond reduction. I was like, excuse me, ma'am, can I speak? She was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. I like, ma'am, there's no reason for us to even discuss. I just told my lawyers, there's no reason to discuss a bond reduction. You can make my bond 2 quarters right now, literally 2 silver quarters. I'm not paying this. So she said, I'll make your bond right now, 50 cents, you want to pay it? Nope. So they test me. They drive my bond all the way down. It's $2,500. I'm like, nope, I'm still not going to pay it. I beat it 2 weeks later, sitting. While I was sitting, I was reading. That's how I came up with the name of my concept for my platform. Sitting there with my celly, with another brother, that's one we on. Father led me to 2 changed my train of thought. I wanted to get revenge on certain individuals. These individuals didn't even know me. Sit down and I listened to your other father that sometimes people don't listen to. How can a person sitting right across from me, these 2 individuals I ain't never seen a day in my life, each one telling me what's going on in my life and why it's fucked up. And they ain't never ever met me. You wanna know how they know that? Guess who tell them? Now that's your spiritual father telling them. The all being. That's Yahweh, hell, not you. You ain't listening. You steady saying, oh, motherfucker, just keep saying that. Yeah, people keep saying that. Why? Because you might keep doing the same dumb shit, huh? If people keep saying that.
They see a pattern.
And then the child, oh, this was killed me too. I seen this household with my own eyes. The mother I'm messing with, wondering why her child and her son talk back to her. But I see how you talk back to your mom.
Right, and they just following your lead. That's all they doing, is following your lead.
So watch what you do around your children. Ladies and men, but it's mostly ladies. You wanna get with Big Winnie Henry? That's fine. And then check this out. Check this out. If you got 2 kids that literally sleep in the bed with you, how's you doing that? I seen it. With my own eyes. I seen it. And then you wonder why now we older, your daughter is a hoe. Excuse my language.
Yeah, it all started in the crib, man. It started the crib. They can't see us doing something, and then we expect them to do something different. So yeah, everything starts with self. It all starts with the knowledge of self. You got to work on self first.
Hey,
Got to work on self first.
you got to work on self. I mean, changing your way of thought. Then hands on. You have to show your children the way of thought. Once they hit a certain age, it's on them. But
Right.
from birth to, I say, 26, that's your problem. Especially if you got a girl, that's your problem for the rest of your life. I'm not giving up my princess. That's your
Right.
motherfucker. You want to give up yours, I'm not giving up mine. My boys is a different thing, they men. That's my princess. You got me fucked up. I'm gonna always be there hands on. And even when I'm dead, I'm gonna be there hands on. Because every time she say that, I was getting ready to do something I heard her to do. Really? And it goes back to what we was talking about in the beginning. To the new people that don't know, we talk about this. This is not the first time us talking about this. It goes back to respect. That means, why are you? It's a difference in talking to your child and talking to your child. For real. What the fuck are you yelling at that baby for? The fuck did you, bro? I had to, hands on, eyes, right there, in a relationship with this bro. She used to always yell at her 2 daughters. I got this one night just snap on the bitch. Like, what the fuck are you yelling at the motherfucking girls? They asking me questions and I'm answering their questions. There's no other man in this motherfucking house for them to ask the certain questions they asking. So they are asking me and I'm going to fucking tell them. They're asking me why I do this, why I do this, and why I do that, and why I do that. But I'm not used to just something. Well, I have people who have roaches all over their houses, but no, these roaches is different out there. Peoria roaches is different. Peoria roaches is very, very disrespectful. See, Chicago roach, you got completely stay high. Peoria roaches, I don't give a fuck. We got the president of that motherfucker. He gonna crawl across the road and he gonna get in his beard or some disrespectful shit. So you have to explain to kids why you don't yell at your fucking child because they ask you something. And it's a difference in talking to them and talking down to them. You're supposed to talk to them. Because they say they ask you, you come get the kid walk dead in the house. Go to your room. Don't touch the game. Why? Do what I said. First of all, the thing you who's wrong in that situation? Is it the child or the parent? So your child just said why, right? Okay, yeah, he might have yelled a little bit. Then we do it. He mad at the motherfucker right now, ain't he? Don't you get mad? Ain't you human? Don't you get mad? Ain't you mad? Ain't that the reason you telling him not to turn the game on? He's on punishment. Instead of you just telling him he's on punishment, but instead you get the cursing at him and yelling at him. Instead of just saying, Mike said, why? Okay, he yelled a little bit. He mad. He want to play the motherfucking game. He got all day off right now, no homework or nothing. He want to play the motherfucking game. And he actually deserves it. But you
Right.
yelling and screaming the fuck at him. Instead he's saying, Michael, this is what happened. The school called. Now he know. He like, damn. Don't ain't that what we do? Damn. Pussy ass school.
Yeah.
Now you explaining to him why he can't play the game, why he can't do this, why he's on punishment for these many days, why he got to do these extra activities around the home. Extra activities around the home.
Yep.
You get off your lazy ass. This motherfucker, you steady yelling at him about how to clean up his room. Why don't you show him how to do it and tell him this is exactly how it should be? And your room should be the same way. The rest of the house should be the same way. You cannot tell him to line his shoes up along the wall a certain way if your shoes is not lined up on the wall a certain way.
Right.
You cannot tell her when she come in, every time she throw her snow everywhere, you yelling at her. But as soon as you come in the house, what are you doing? Exact same thing.
Got to set the example.
Exactly. And when they ask why, you explain to that child why. You don't curse at them. You don't yell at them. You sit them down. You explain why. Well, Billy, this is why. That's where the building of morality start kicking in with kids. Now they starting to learn. Now they're learning right from wrong. Because some people kind of told them what was right, what was wrong. So now your kids are now able to venture out into the world on their own once they hit that proper age. Because you taught them right from wrong. Hands on. You got to be there. No. There's no way possible. There's no way possible you can do it. You can't. You cannot raise your child properly and right. Even if your child is stirred like I did, I fucked up and made some mistakes. And I paid for making other mistakes. But at least I learned from the mistakes. So I never made the same mistake twice.
That's one of the keys too. Learning from the mistakes.
Exactly. I just made that bullshit piece of knowledge that I just learned of me going to jail. How to not to do that dumb shit no more like that. I might finna be gone for a minute, but I definitely learned what not to do. And that's what taught me what to do in the situation I was just in. Keep a cool head. Parents, keep a cool head. That's your job. Anything that child asks you, that's your job. You a parent. That's your fault. You should have went through the proper safety ways of not having that child to ever be born if you didn't want to deal with it. Fuck that. And that's just fact. You gotta be hands-on. You got to. That's why your son be coming to do weird shit and you not paying attention to it because you ain't that hands-on, man.
And that's how we in poverty communities or lower class and shit, like even middle class. That's how they get out their frustrations with sex. For poverty communities, like when you broke and you ain't got a lot of money, you have a lot of sex, but you can't really, and you probably can't even really stand the person that you with. But y'all have sex and then y'all go to doing your own thing, and then y'all have sex and you go to doing your own thing, and that's how a bunch of babies be getting born with people who know that they not right for each other. But when you down bad on everything else and your luck ain't showing up, we express it through sex. We want to fuck because that's what make us feel good, just like drugs and shit. Alcohol. That's what make us feel good. We got sex, getting the nut off.
Man, and it's a shame. They got to show the other ways. It's just, I mean, believe me, I love sex. This, guess what else they come with though? Once again, let's go back to the parent. Cause you got like me, I'm one of them. This is what a female told me. Once again, I'm gonna go. This was actually what said. Check this perfect. This is perfect. You love this, don't you? I'm like, what? Like I really, really hate you. But you know, it's not like no. You know how many women in the world got what you got? Remember, they broadcast it for sale. You just buy it anywhere now. If you got to go that route.
Right.
So, what you got another woman ain't got? What? First of all, are you a woman? See, this is the thing when it goes back to what we were talking about. Excuse my language once again, people. You got women, you got bitches, hoes, and a new category I call skis bags.
Okay.
Now, we know what the first three are, of course. Now, the skis bag is now, this is the skis bag. Now, men, be careful. Women, be careful. This is the skis bag. They're going to come in a wolf in sheep's clothing. They're going to act like they're so much of this good person. Then you start seeing shit change a little bit. Guess what? Once you start seeing shit change a little bit and it's getting kind of dangerous, that's when you're supposed to bend and left.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned this first hands-on experience, so I can speak on it. I don't give a fuck what nobody in the chat room got to say. I don't give a fuck what nobody got in America got to say. I just went in on the hands-on experience. It was the chick I've been telling y'all about. When I be getting on the Corel TV, and I be talking about that chick when I was out there in Dakota. She the one that set me up. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Because I seen the change a long time ago and didn't pay attention to it, thinking about other things. No, when you start seeing a change in your spouse, because first of all, you got to definitely pay attention to the change in your spouse when you got children around and children that's involved. Because this motherfucker acting weird, moving strange, and you know he didn't used to do that. There's some weird shit going on. You need to investigate this, look into it. Stop just saying, oh, well, that's just how Mark is. No, Mark didn't used to be like that. See, close friends know this. So sometimes it is good to listen to you. I just said that again. Let me say close friends, which I don't do friends. Usually my brother or my sister. Anything after that, you're an acquaintance because I'm getting acquainted with you. That means I'm getting to know you. Like I stand on that. It's not my motherfucking friend. That's my brother. And I was already acquainted with him because he already is a brother of my brother. See what I how this shit go? And people sit down and don't talk, listen, and then spread this on to the youth to do the exact same damn thing. And it's got to be hands on. That's the way. There's no way you can't. You got to, because there's no way. My daughter just went to London. A year ago.
You said to London?
Yeah, she got a best friend out there. They met where they were living before, and her people ended up moving out there. So her dad's in the Air Force, some type of military. See, how do I know this? Because why? I asked my daughter questions about the family. And guess what I did these questions from? People over a wall phone in jail. So even while I'm in jail and I'm standing on there, what was I still doing? Parenting.
Parenting. Yep. The best way you could from your position.
You know what I'm saying? Because what's the difference in me being there and me being there? It's the same voice, right? It's not going to change, right? You know what's about to happen once you know you told me that because I already instilled it on you. So I don't have to be there physically. As soon as that phone ring, oh shit, they'll go to fright. Dad, getting that. I don't have to physically touch my children. I don't physically touch my children. I never spanked none of my children. My dad never spanked me. My mom tore my ass up. But how my dad taught me, and that's how I raised mine, and co-parenting, when they're around me, respect. See what I'm saying? Parents, you cannot keep telling your children to respect you and you not respecting them. Yeah, that shit goes both ways, even with children. Yes, even with your children. Yes, you are in full control. You're the parent, but you still have to respect your child. So it's the ways of asking, I stand on that. Boy, go take out the garbage. Oh man, why always gotta take out the garbage? Say you boy, get your ass up and go take out that motherfucking garbage. I stand on that. No, hey son, come here. This is why. But you're gonna be living on your own. If the trash just sit there and build up, It stinks. And you are a man, younger man in the house. You learning to be a man. You're stronger than us. So it's nothing for you to take the garbage out there. Come on, get to it, boy. See how easy that was?
Yep.
You just talk to them and explain to them and answer their question of why. And that's going to, if you explain it to them properly, they're not going to ask you no more questions. I never did. And your voice should raise a certain tone. You don't have to yell at your kids, but I can get that a certain level of a little bit different than the voice I was just using, and give them a certain look, and they know, like, man, yeah, they'll stop playing that. They ain't playing.
Right, just like real firm.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to call them, don't know the stupid ass bitches, the nappy head hoe, you the stupid motherfucker, you look just like your daddy, your dumb ass. You stupid. And then you wonder why your child don't respect you.
Yeah. Or resent you.
You know what I'm saying?
Because of how you spoke to them and how you portrayed the other parent to be and yourself.
Mirror. Look in the mirror. Bro, I hear motherfuckers, both sides, speaking bad on the other parent ain't even did no wrong. Then I seen some that do shit, dumb shit, instead of just admit to the dumb shit you did. You caught. She just broke it down the whole scenario, like what really just happened out here, bro. I was out here with you. You did that to old girl by the tree, nigga. She even know the tree. Somebody told on you. I was there, so why are you gonna continue to lie? Me as your brother, I stand on that. I'm like, man, my brother, hey, let's talk. Come on, Melinda, stop hollering at him. Let me talk to him, right, bro. Apologize. What? Yes, apologize. Apologize to your children. You made a mistake. We make mistakes. And some parents are so hard up with their pride, instead of admitting that the child, I got you, and admitting your wrong or fault, and rewarding that child for paying attention to your wrong or fault, because with the child now catching you up, that means what? It's your parents. Me and my baby mama did that, or me and my wife did that. We instilled them thoughts in them for them to think like that. We did that by being hands-on, teaching them. I used to do it. My dad did it to me, set up traps. Just to see if I would. Hey, my dad used to set traps just to see if I was gonna lie about what happened with the situation. If I was gonna tell the truth or not. Because this is what my parents taught me, even when my lifestyle got out of control.
Right.
They said, if you want to live this lifestyle and you still want to do this, you still gotta go to school and learn. You got to learn. I mean, you got to listen and never lie to me. Teach your kids not to lie. So how you gonna get mad at your child always lying at you and you always lying at him? You know, motherfucking well, you can't afford the Jordans next week. So why even lie to that child talking about, yeah, I'm gonna give them next week, and you know, motherfucking well, you ain't. Tell the motherfucker we broke.
Yep.
You wanna play your Xbox? Or you want them Jordans? Take a pick. Cause the internet gone. I get you the Jordans. But I bet you won't play Fortnite tonight. Yeah, your feet gonna look good, but your friends gonna clown you like, man, you should have seen what Billy did. Oh, yeah. While you walking around looking at your feet. You gotta teach them how to make smarter decisions. You know you can't afford no motherfucker. And what the fuck this new shit is? Da Vinci? $1,000 for a sweater? Even living the lifestyle I used to live, I'm not paying no $1,000 for no motherfucking sweater. You know what I can do with that $1,000? Reinvest it in the business I was in at that time. Now I'm making more money while your dumb ass, you look cute. You look real cute. Real cute. But look at this, watch this. Who's the first youngest one that had their own home? 18 years old, I have my own home.
We're talking about those different accomplishments.
Man, cuz the parents. I'm competitive. So once my parents get to talking they little slash shit, you know, getting on us about our little fuck ups and how they used to do shit, now it comes to competition, especially with knowledge. You're not gonna make me look like no goddamn fool on this motherfucking podium. Hey bro, have any motherfucker made me like a goddamn fool on this podium yet?
No.
Cause I'm not gonna speak on that. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's when I get quiet. Like I don't like sports. I play them. I don't watch that shit. So why would I speak on it? I'm not gonna get
Right.
my insight or my input. Cause now I'm lying. I know goddamn well I give a fuck what the fuck LeBron scored last night or his injuries. I don't care. But that's what y'all do. So why would I interrupt your conversation on that? And that's what y'all talking about. So I'll wait till they now they don't make what I'm on. Now I can say something. I'm not gonna speak on nothing that I don't know about. So stop lying to your kids with all this fantasy ass bullshit. Lying to these kids. Don't lie to these kids. Keep it real with them. If your water off and the toilet don't flush, you explain to that motherfucking baby why the toilet off and why the toilet don't flush. You didn't pay the motherfucking water bill. You didn't though. You didn't pay it. And then it goes back to I knew I shouldn't have bought them goddamn shoes. It goes back to the shoes again.
And in line 3 days for the mics to put them on.
Now who's the dumb motherfucker? Because you could have said what? No. Why no? And you explain why no. Because I'm not finna be walking around, can't wipe my ass, clean my ass properly, and then listen here, homie. No. And this is why we need water to drink, for one, to properly clean ourselves, two, to flush that toilet. And that's really number one, to flush that toilet. I don't care if the shower didn't work. As long as I can flush that toilet, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, that toilet need to get flushed.
No, the real. As long as I can flush that toilet, I'm good. I'll figure it out. And you explain to them why you can't do this, you can't do that. You don't lie to your kid. You explain to them why.
What kind of animal is that over there? What kind of animal is that over there?
Over where?
I heard something growling or some shit.
Oh, that's my man's wife's mother's dog. I don't know what he is. He cool though. He's trying to get my attention. I'm not rubbing on you, homie. I need a motherfucker to rub me right now. I'm sad.
Yeah, I heard that thing over there growling, trying to get some attention.
He be all right.
For real. Hey, but look though, I'm about to wrap this up.
Yep.
Man, I appreciate you for coming through, man.
Oh
Dropping
man,
game down, man. And
I had to.
juice for the people, man. That's a good looking for real.
I had to. You already know what it is, bro. Hey, to the new people, like, who is this new motherfucker? I am not new. And other people in the chat room will tell you, this is me. This is how I am. And y'all can follow me, my same name on Instagram, Nathaniel Campbell. Same thing, my Facebook Messenger, all that, Nathaniel Radcliffe for the Messenger. And shit, that's pretty much it. We'll talk about my platform later. I got the name, but once again, I'm telling everybody, I'm not telling you the names. I copyright.
Okay, so you coming with the you about to hop on YouTube and do your thing?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. So everybody be
AK
on the lookout
gang.
for that.
I know what it is. AK gang all the way. And hit that like button and subscribe. And I'm gonna let y'all tonight on the night show.
For sure. Appreciate you coming through, man. Yeah, man. This was a good live. It was interesting. We had some good dialogue. We had some real good dialogue. Shout out to everybody that came through. I wish I can go through a list of names, but I ain't gonna be able to do it. So yeah, shout out to everybody that came through. Stand on what you say. Only say what you can stand on. Smack that like button. Smack that subscribe button. And when you smack that subscribe button, put that notification bell on all. And share this out to your peoples. You already know I'll be back with something later or I'm gonna be back with something. So yeah, I'll tap in. Stand on what you say and only say what you can stand on.